we embark on a journey into a world that we're all very familiar with, the world of Warcraft. But instead, today, we will look at it through the lens of Dungeons and Dragons in a way that these guys are not really familiar with. So we're going to be muddling through a little bit. The rules may not be perfect, but we will get through it and hopefully tell a cool story along the way. So I'm going to bring us in to the team.
Hurrah! Hello, everybody! I haven't chosen my voice yet because I've not read my biography. I need my biography before we start.
Hello everyone. Okay, so as you can see, we have a couple of guests here. So we have, of course, the one and only, the sexy man, Mr. Nobble. Let us hear your voice.
Chris, you just look absolutely amazing.
It's
Do you
good,
have
isn't
like a special, dungeon master name? Is it like Gandalf or Wizardman or what are we going with?
No, I'm just the dungeon master. I have no name. I'm the name of whoever I need to be. That is what I am.
Of course you are.
Of course. And of course we have long-time member of the community, long-time mod, long-time friend, Lady Zoe, who's wearing a mask.
Hey Zoe.
I can't hear her.
Can you talk a bit more?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, we're good. Are sound levels on Nobble and Zoe okay? Can we get a confirmation from the chat-o?
We good like this, yeah? Hopefully.
Let's get some
I am
confirmation
cosplaying
before we
this
proceed with the
stuff,
good
yeah,
shit.
that's correct.
What are they saying?
Good.
Good stuff. Okay, great. So everyone, let's begin.
I don't get an introduction. This is bullshit.
You'll get your introduction when
Okay.
it's time.
All right.
Michael.
All right.
Right? It's all about setting the scene. Right, let me go open my game here.
This looks cool, right?
It's good shit, right?
This looks fucking cool. I love this.
Yeah, that's your bun for the entire night.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with you having control of the smoke machine. I'll allow it. Okay. So, you all awaken after a long night in the tavern. You were celebrating. You arrived as separate people, but you got talking about the various jobs that you've been doing around the city. And you awaken to the din in the city. People heading out to begin opening their stalls. Birds are chirping. Welcome, adventurers, to the city of Stratholme.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I know where this is going.
Oh, shit. Okay. Looks nice.
Yeah. Okay, so you all come awake. Bleary-eyed, a little hungover. All sat together around the table. Now, before we begin, I'd like everyone to kind of introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about their character. So let's start with Mike. Tell us who you are. I've written a bio for you and everything.
Hello, adventurers. My name is Jin the Once Bald. I was born into the wilds of Drustvar, nestled among the dark forest and gnarled trees. His village was under constant threat from witches and monstrous Drust. Jin learned the hard way that the best solutions to life's many problems came at the head of an axe, and he considered himself an expert problem solver. He was formerly known as Jin the Bald, having lost his hair early, and because when someone tried to name him Jin the Stupid, he cracked their skull in half. One day Jin happened across a medicine man on the dingy streets of Boralis, and he offered him a miraculous potion, which promoted hair growth. Fuck you, by the way. Despite the recommendations of the man, Jin bought his entire supply. After drinking the potions, he fell into a coma, only through the intervention of a wild god which took the form of a duck did he finally awaken after 31 days. From that point forward, he grew a large crop of hair each and every morning and took the spirit of the duck as his totem spirit, so that it may always watch over him.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the scene here if I can. I just want to show you the picture that I put together for him. I hope you guys can see this okay.
Nice.
There it is.
Look at the hair sprouting.
Am I blind in one eye?
So you are blind in one eye. So you've suffered much battle damage over the years, and you are clothed in kind of furs and leather, nothing particularly strong. And as you can see, you've got a large flat top of hair that you grow each and every morning and just trim away with your great axe.
It shows virility.
It does. It's pretty good. Okay, great. So, Em, why don't you lead us on with your character?
I'm a mirror. A mirror.
Oh, no.
A mirror. I was born under a red sun and was blessed with fair looks, with hair and eyes as fiery as the sky that marked my birth. But the fate both give and take away. She grew up an orphan in the slums of Borrelus. I lived each day in fear, and I was wondering if I'd ever eat again. As I got older, I learned quick. Oh, I learned quick. I learned how to stay hidden and to be deadly accurate. First with a sling, and I proper progressed to a bow. And by the age of 13, I could put an arrow through a rat's ass at 100 paces. In spite of this, I would learn great sorrow, because as is too often the case with a woman in my position, I was forced into prostitution. A chance encounter would change after Jin the once born got into an altercation in me brothel over an owner's comment about his hair. He beheaded him, and he allowed me to sneak away.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. Now let's move on to the handsome little gnome at,
Yes.
at our adventurer's table.
So, technically, I need to be sort of like this tall, but we didn't have a chair for that. So, hello everyone. I am Pip Quicksprocket. I'm a cheerful gnome, always positive and with a smile on his face. I go through life without my right eye or eyebrow, which was blown away by shrapnel after an experimental battery explosion. I was gifted with an incredibly heavy set of plate armor by strong dwarven clerics of Ironforge. It's borderline too much for me to carry, but I manage to wield it in battle out of sheer determination and willpower. When Nomergan fell under siege by Orgrim Doomhammer during the Second War, I started an apprenticeship with Grand Engineer Fibbly Springtwist. While Nomergan was successful in defeating waves of Orcish invaders, many were mortally wounded. Medics were not able to keep up with the surge of maimed and fallen, which led to Fibbly to hypothesize a solution: mecha priests. Pip, has been tasked with researching the possibility of mass-producing such robots to ensure Nomergon will prevail once more should such a war happen again in the future. It might. For this purpose, I have studied with the dwarven priests and clerics of Ironforge before venturing out in the world to find necessary resources and knowledge that will allow mechanized creations to cast healing spells.
Excellent. Okay, great. So that comes from the players here at the table, but of course we do have some guests with us. So let's move over to our paladin of the group, Maximilian Nobleson.
Greetings, one and all. It is I, Maximilian Nobleson. Welcome to a fair party. I was raised in the beautiful town of Goldshire, where my poor mum, she had to do anything it took to put food on the table.
Louder.
Can you hear me, yeah?
We'll turn you up a bit.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Because these are the important bits, alright? My poor mum in Goldshire did anything it took. And as I watched the bad stuff happening inside of Goldshire, I just couldn't take it. The sins of man were too vile. So I was convinced that out there in the beautiful world there had to be something better. But I quickly found out that it was just terrible everywhere. So that kind of sucked. And then, orcs invaded my world. Kind of sucked as well. So yeah, despite our best efforts, the king has been slain by now. And those of us who could, we set sail to Lordaeron But now a new path has revealed itself. I can combine my far too righteous beliefs in the holy light, of course. As you can see, the holy light. With a healthy dose of just listen to me, because I know what's best for you, and nobody else does. Soul by soul, town by town, I shall purge all the sinners. So hello there. Hope you're doing good.
Thank you, Noble. And of course, last but not least, we have our monk of the group, Blair Carrot Bear. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Is the mic good?
Maybe a little louder, I think.
Hello, 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 hello.
Can you turn her up on Discord?
Yeah, I'll see if I can turn you up on Discord.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll turn her up.
Really quiet. You turning me up?
Yep.
Ooh.
Right, you're on like max volume, so talk normally.
Hello.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I wish I didn't write this much stuff now because I don't want to read it all.
You can abbreviate if you prefer.
Well, Blair was born just outside of Stratholme City in a family of hunters and rangers, and made a living acquiring meats and leather for the city. Being sensitive to the magics, Blair grew up with the sense that there was a greater evil presence looming over the lands, and dreamed creatures attacking the city. Driven by this fear, Blair lived in a state of paranoia and mistrust. Oh, we lost people, I think.
Did we?
Lost you only.
Yeah.
No, we lost all of you.
I think it was Nupps. It's fine. Carry on. Maybe.
All right. This me? It's still
Hold
good?
on. Hold on. Hold on. Who dropped from the call? Seems like
The
it was-
table with all of you
table.
sitting there. While on stream, the table is still operational, yeah.
There we go. Got it. We're good.
We good?
We're good.
All right. Well, anyway. Well, driven by this fear, Blair lived in a state of paranoia and mistrust, disappointed by the Elven Council, and would dismiss Blair's rambling as jealousy for not being arcane gifted. Eventually, Blair's fear would come to pass as trolls and orcs waged war in Silvermoon with their enslaved red dragons. With family and friends lost to the war, Blair's mistrust in the human alliance grew, as whatever force they did provide was too little too late. Since then, Blair spent a lot of time alone in the forests of Eversong Woods, having not quite mastered the art of hunting. Instead of intercepting orc messages, learning Orcish, and with her remaining kin tired of Blair's ramblings while the city was recovering, Blair decided to follow Hilarious call to arms and fight against the orcs invading the south. Sometimes, I'm going to skip this bit, sometimes Blair would often hear voices, never quite knowing if it's people or something else. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so you've been introduced to our adventurers here. Sat around the table.
Lower music a bit, Chris.
Lower the music. Okay.
And Novelly's frozen.
Camera's frozen.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Let me just...
I mean, it's a nice screen cap. Just looking over to everybody.
Oh. Bam. There we go. Sorted. Easy. Okay. So as you begin to awaken at the table in the inn, a dwarf steps out from behind the bar and pads over to you, popping a mug of ale on the table. Good morning, adventurers! Well, you seem to have had quite a night there, guys. I've heard all about your exploits, and I'm surprised. You know, I can't believe you put away so much ale. But, wow. You guys really got up to some crazy stuff last night. And he goes back behind the bar, pours some ale for each of you, and dumps it on the table. From the door in the inn, it opens. And in steps through someone you're very familiar with, someone that you've been dealing with for a while. And it's the guard captain. Captain Cromwell. He's an aged man, a man who has been in many battles and has lived many years. He's fit and strong, but is showing signs of his years. And so while he doesn't fight on the front line anymore, he helps to command the City Watch and help protect the people of Stratholme. He has employed each of you separately for small jobs, a small murloc infestation here and there, kobolds causing mischief, that sort of thing. And he comes in, steps through, and takes a seat down at the table. Well, good morning everyone. I'm glad you're all here together. And he takes out his pipe and begins to smoke. I've got some troubling news, guys. Very troubling news. A sickness has begun to spread among some people in the city, and we're not sure what's going on. It's very isolated right now, but we need someone to look into it, and I just don't have the men. I don't have the resources to get it done. So I need a team of people to take care of the problem. Now, you each have shown promise as people for hire. You've shown that you're dependable, and you've shown that you can get the job done. But I need all of you to take care of this job. Now, of course, there's money in it for you guys. So, on completion of the job, there's 100 gold pieces apiece.
More!
For each of you. 100 gold pieces.
More!
He is completely unflapped by you. He's dealt with people far worse than you, dude.
I give you.
He don't give a fuck.
I give him a blowjob for more.
How much for Witch's Red Snapper?
He seems unfazed
I've done it for
by
less.
by your feminine wiles. Again, this is an old man. He's seen many things in his years. He's bedded many women, no doubt, across all over the
impressed by you.
all over the Eastern Kingdoms. And it takes more than a young harlot to impress him.
Haha, harlot.
Can't even give it away.
So, he offers you this bounty, this veritable bounty for this job. Well, do you accept? We need you to help the people of Stratholme.
Well, what's the mission?
What kind of sickness?
The sickness...
Snades? Is it Snades?
Snades, it is not Snades.
Could be Snades.
It could be
Could
Snades.
be.
We cannot smash Snades.
Snades, if it were only Snades, I'd pray for Snades. But Snades is something that can be cured. And this...
You want me...
This... Don't worry, Novel, you don't understand, it's fine. But this illness is resistant to all forms of healing that we've tried.
So what we're meant to do then?
Here is your task, adventurers. I ask that you go to the Stratholme Chapel and speak to the Archbishop there. We have tasked him with looking after these sick individuals to see what the light can do to help them. And I would like you to go there, investigate, find out what might have caused this sickness, and bring it to heal for the people of Stratholme, and of course, money.
How far away is it?
So you're in the Market Row district of Stratholme. This is where a large number of stores and shops are. The chapel is in an adjacent district, so it's relatively close by. It's maybe about 40 minutes to an hour's walk away.
Have thou got transport? Have thou got an horse I can use?
You can't use a horse in the city, no,
Why?
because you can't.
Why?
It's not very good manners to ride a horse through a city.
Are you fucking joking? I ride an horse everywhere.
I say we stay here, drink beer.
Ah, cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers!
Fuck your mission.
Like, Captain, you want me to bring these people to the Revered Alonce's Fall for 100 gold? Like, what? I'm willing to go alone, but with these people, I don't know, man.
Paladin, I trust that you have the people of Stratholme in your heart, and I know that you will look after them. But simply with the light, you cannot hope to accomplish this mission. Only together can you hope to achieve this goal. And it's for that reason I've come to you all.
Sir Nobleness, I quite like your face, and if you take me with you, I'll make it worth the while.
What'd you like him for? He got no hair. I got hair.
You look like you're one of those little plant things that you give water and it grows grass out of it with your hair.
Haha,
What are you
pumpkin head.
talking about?
That's true. I've seen it grow.
So the guard
But
captain.
no, thank you, wench. I'm not interested. I've seen plenty of your kind back in Goldshire. My mum was one of your kind.
Haha, your mum was one with horse. Goldshire horse lady.
I heard your mum took 2 horses up the anus. Is that true?
You're familiar with my mum? Yeah, that was one of her nicknames. Yeah,
There
that's
she
true.
goes, Sylvia Nobel.
Guard Captain Cromwell, clearly fed up of your ridiculous conversation, smashes his pipe against the table, scattering fiery ashes everywhere. He is tired of your shit.
Okay, Captain Cromwell, this sounds right up my alley. I'll do it. You guys want to come with me?
I'm glad to hear that, Pip.
I'll come
I know I
with
can
them.
trust you with this job.
I
I'll
follow
go.
this red snapper.
I'll come.
Oh,
So, so Captain Cromwell
really there.
ushers you out of the tavern into the crowded streets of Stratholme as people begin to start buying and selling as they would on Market Row. He leads you through the city. It's a fairly nice part of the city. Lots of people milling around now, buying goods, bread, meat, other resources.
Hold up, can we get some cheese for journey?
Why would you need some cheese?
To eat, you idiot!
Well, haven't you eaten enough dick already?
Not with cheese on it, no, I like to dip it in.
That's not true. Man have cheese on dick last night. I see Brie.
Just be mindful that the kids that might be awake.
Go to bed.
Oh my god.
Wench hasn't given child kiss and cuddle.
Wench be sucking cheese.
Captain Cromwell turns around.
We're going to the Lights Hope Chapel with this party. We're going to
Yeah.
the chapel with this party, yeah?
Yeah. We're going to the
light.
Lights
These
Hope
people
Chapel. And he turns around and says, "There's time enough for cheese and dick later.
Penis.
And penis later." And he leads you into the district where the chapel lies. He ushers you through into the doors and points you towards a religious man, a priest. He is young, relatively, a serious looking man. He walks over and he addresses him as Bishop.
Oh,
Hello,
I want
Bishop.
to bash it.
That's Cheeseman from last night.
I'm gonna bash that bishop.
Bishop Cheeseman.
Will you stop spreading your lies? A bishop would never.
Bishop pay 50 silver. He get good time.
The captain is clearly
Bishop,
embarrassed by this
you won't
conversation, as he does not want to hear about the indiscretions of potentially a member of the clergy.
So,
This is not the D&D game she's been playing before. I can tell you that.
this is now drunk and disorderly. It's not Dungeons and Dragons anymore. It's a new kind.
Fucking hell.
Power through, Chris.
Yeah,
Got this.
I will. I got it. Okay. So he moves forward towards the bishop. Good day, Benedictus. I've brought a group of people to assist you in resolving this sickness. I'd like them to speak to the Archbishop, and they will help you find the source of the problem. He eyes the group of you with suspicion, and he's not impressed particularly. He has probably seen better
Wait.
in his time.
What did you just say?
He hasn't said anything. He just looks at you. The bishop
Yeah.
is not impressed.
Um,
He
Wait.
looks at you and he's
wh-
like,
what?
Who the fuck are these people?
What was that about burning the city?
What?
We should check the grain.
The grain? Why would there be anything in the grain?
Fuck it up,
I don't
guys.
know. I think he's telling me about some sort of tentacles in the brain.
Hentai.
I think I can read minds. I think I can read his mind.
He looks at you very strangely.
I look back.
The remarks sounding very odd, as it doesn't sound believable that such a thing could occur. And he believes that you are entirely mad.
Well, takes one and no one.
He ushers you through, back through the chapel, to the rear. And as you enter, you see an old priest ministering to a group of sick individuals.
This sounds right up my alley. Something about entering the rear. Did somebody shout me?
How much for the alley?
Find out what this sickness was.
Tammy, you're really full on woman, aren't you?
How do you think I get me dinner at night?
I have no doubt about that.
She likes the cheese.
Oh, I do.
The bishop looks at you, clearly disgusted to have a woman of the night in his church. And he says to you that this is a holy place.
Why are you a whore?
This was her choice. I didn't even have any investment.
Okay,
in it.
just checking.
Yeah. She decided this backstory. And that this is a holy place. And he asks that you treat it with respect. As you deal with something quite so serious.
I just step up to Benedictus and I make sure to let him know, like, I just met these people. Like, this is not my fault. I apologize sincerely.
Well, Benedictus is very well aware of you, as you are a student of the Silver Hand. You've had interactions with this man before. So he looks at you, mostly surprised that you would be around such people. But he trusts that as you're here, that you're going to get the job done.
I'll definitely try, but what needs happening? We need to investigate for you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any clues, any leads? Do we know where this illness comes from?
So he brings you back towards the Archbishop, Alonzus Fal, who is ministering to these sick people. Archbishop, these individuals have been brought by the guard captain. He says that they can assist us in helping to clear this sickness, and like willing, I hope that they can. The Archbishop kind of steps over to you. I don't know why this illness has appeared. Everything that we have tried has failed. These individuals are not
I
ready
know
for this
why.
world.
I know why.
And
What reason?
He looks at you.
It's because of the mind demons. The mind demons are taking over with the tentacles and their eyes and their little whispers and their like green power and stuff, and telling me to go get crystals into some dark cave somewhere in this place with some guy like Zapper or something like that. I
This
know
true?
why. That's what's causing the sickness. We need to go kill everything.
Oh my god, she's so weird. Where did you even find her? She's absolutely... I think them tentacles have got inside her brain, for crying out loud.
So the Archbishop looks at you with concern, thinking that perhaps you are also afflicted by some sort of sickness.
I agree with the Arch. Whatever he is, that bishop guy, I think
Cheese
she's
man.
blooming mental.
He comes over to you, and he kind of looks at your face. He kind of pulls one eye down slightly. He's looking at you for signs of sickness. And he's clear, like full with concern. Child,
Well,
how long have you been seeing these visions?
Ooh.
Perhaps you should lie down. It would seem that perhaps we should try and look for a cure for your illness as well.
there ain't no cure for what I got. I've been touched with the magics. I see things. I hear things. It's
Well-
gonna keep us all.
So he can see that you are a high elf, and he's well aware of your the arcane tendencies of your race, and he kind of shakes his head. He accepts your explanation.
Bloody high elves.
He does accept your explanation.
Can I ask the bishop what sort of symptoms this sickness is giving?
The individuals who suffer from this sickness are tired, unable to carry out the most basic tasks. They seem to have no energy. They can't eat properly. They can't drink properly, and they just gradually begin to waste away. But nothing that we do seems to help them.
Is the disease called millennials disease? I think I've heard of it. Did you see that in future? Blair, did you see millennials disease? I'm sure I've heard of that.
Oh, the cat. Oh, wow, I coughed in your accent, Jesus. I see things, I just hear things. I hear a lot of, like, tapping and, like, ooh, and something about snades and pog.
Snades. The Snades is back.
Snake sounds familiar.
It's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We do not yet know the name for this malady. I do not believe it is called Snades, but that certainly sounds horrible.
Do you know, I've got an idea. Because I know how to use a crossbow and an arrow.
A bow and arrow, but yes.
I can use a weapon though, can't I?
You can.
Thanks, Bishop.
Question. Can I smash illness with axe?
I do not believe that will help at this time.
Could I find a cure from a rat's ass at 100 paces is what I want to know.
We have tried all conventional means of medicine, both animal and plant. The apothecary has tried everything they can, and thus far there has been no success. We believe
So
that this...
they shot an arrow at it, yeah? That seemed to not do anything.
No, like a rat's asshole in this scenario.
Well, I was thinking
try,
I was thinking I could extract something from the anal gland of a rat and possibly inject it somehow.
I think it's worth a shot, right?
We try, Bishop.
It's
Bring
kind of
rats.
It's kind of what I was thinking. What do you think, Norm?
Woman, I think you're trying to be a doctor real quick, alright? Where did you learn this anal trick?
Well, hold on just a minute. You're a gnome?
I am a gnome. I'm from Nomeradon.
I just thought you were real small.
Like football man.
I am real small. I'm just sitting on a really tall chair. See? This is me standing up. Oh.
Can I pick Nupps up?
If he will allow you.
Yeah, sure. Give it a go.
Okay, you pick him up.
I'm asking out a character. Yeah, I want to pick Nupps up and just like swing him around, stare at him, and like just like turn him around and stuff.
Is this in game?
You know what?
Yes, it's
You're real cute.
Oh, right, okay, that's weird.
Pip, please make a
You're
constitution
like,
check.
dude,
Constitution
small
saving throw.
and
Remind me again.
Okay, so if you refer to your character sheet, so you'll have Constitution on the side there. So at the top where it says saving throws.
Yes.
So you can just press the button actually if you want, or you can roll the dice, which are over here.
What am I doing?
You don't need to do anything.
Oh, okay.
I do have dice actually. I should have got these out earlier.
Jesus. I mean, Jesus.
That was a good throw.
that was blimey.
So roll a d20 and add your Constitution modifier, which is 2.
Are we doing anything with these?
Opening bag.
You're all doing it.
Well, why are you talking like me? You're not even from my part.
I fancy a chance at that
So what
with
did you
50
get?
silver.
You can just tell us.
A 2.
Okay, so as she spins you around, you start to feel a little queasy,
Don't vomit.
and you
on me.
vomit a little in your mouth.
That was really fun. Reminds me of Nomeradon's roller coaster.
Lady eat cheese. Man.
oh,
Oh my god. What is this game?
I quite like that, no.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
So, the Archbishop looks at this display, watching the High Elf pick up the gnome, spin him around, and him promptly to vomit all over himself. And he's sincerely concerned, but he does have faith in the Captain of the Guard, who he's trusted for many, many years. And he directs you over to where the patients are, and he suggests, no other normal cure has worked at this time. We suggest that you instead try questioning the ones that are awake and see if you can find anything out about what might have happened with this sickness and find the cause.
You, bald one with light, you ask question.
Were you trying to address me?
Baldy, light one.
So he is addressing
You
you,
will use my
Maximilian.
full name, which is Maximilian Nobleson, if you please. Otherwise, we'll both be baldies, yeah?
Mathamulan Nobleson. Ask sick
Close enough.
people questions.
I go to the nearest patient I can find that's still somewhat awake, and I start asking them the hard-hitting questions, like, what did you do? Did you visit the wench that's next to me last night? What did you have for dinner? You know, good questions to figure out what's going on.
So there are 2 patients that are currently conscious. There are a small group of others who are currently completely out of it at the moment. So you approach the first one. He kind of looks at you, kind of half-sunken eyes. He notices you, but his mind's not all there. But it seems he will be able to answer your questions. So what would you like to ask, specifically?
Sorry to bother you in a time like this, but do you see this woman next to me? The one that's constantly going on about cheese and whatnot. Have you had any interaction with her lately? Because I'm pretty sure that we found the cause of the disease.
So he looks at you, completely incredulous at the question in this scenario, in whatever manner he can manifest such an emotion on his face. And he says, like half dead almost. No, I've been here for the last week. I've not had any interactions with such a woman, and I'm a happily married man.
Yeah,
I
you
would
weren't
never do
saying
such
that. You weren't saying that, were you? When
You
you was
fuck,
asking,
little lady.
you was asking me to do some rotten things to you. You were.
He hasn't got the strength to argue. He kind of looks, and he goes to like respond, and he just kind of like breathes out, catches his breath, and he looks to you again, and he says again, "No, I've not had relations with this woman."
Maximus, I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed in your question, really, because do you think I've been round the whole city? Because if I was, I wouldn't be here for 100 silver, would I? Trying to do a stupid mission about a sickness that probably doesn't even exist. They've probably just been working them too hard and they got all poorly and tired out, because that's what happens to these little losers in this city. Do you think that I've been round this whole city?
Judging by everything about you, yeah. But sorry, for stating the obvious. That's alright. Like, I just kinda ignore our wench friend over here. I look over at Blair, because Blair's been having, like, voices and like, proper thoughts. And I ask her to ask a question. Maybe she has some insight.
Yeah, I think it's blue.
I move over to our known friend and I ask him, please, can you sort us out and figure out what's going on?
Well, I think I'd like to try to cast a healing spell on one of these sick people.
Okay, what spell would you like to use?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I would like to cure their wounds.
Okay, great. So, cure wounds. There's going to be a lot of this, because I don't remember all the spells. Okay, so you can roll 1d8, please, and add your spellcasting ability modifier, which is Wisdom, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 6.
6, and your spellcasting ability modifier, so what's your
Is
wisdom?
a 4.
A 4. Okay, so you do 10 points of healing, but it seems to have no effect.
Strange, that did nothing. That used to work with all the wounded people back at home.
I would like to cut disease out of man.
As you move towards the man with the axe bared, the Archbishop kind of comes up to you and puts his hand against you and tries to stop you.
I push man out of way. We cure man now.
Make a strength check. So if you open up your character sheet,
How do I do that?
go to that one, and then open up your character, and go to. Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. Oh, I need to enable the permissions. Hang on.
I has no character sheet.
Hold up.
Kill man.
Hold up. Hold up. Okay, you should know. Give it a second. This is truly scuffed D&D, guys. You can't get this anywhere else.
Hey, as long as we don't touch this one.
Yeah, Christ. We'll get the plague.
They're good at research.
Hey, Noble,
Yeah.
hold your arms out to the side. Okay, okay.
Making a wiggly worm.
Okay, so we go to character sheet.
Okay.
And then down here.
There's not on mine either.
So you go to core at the top. So go to core. And then that's where your stats are. So to roll a strength check, so you would roll a d20 and then add your strength modifier.
Roll 16 plus 5.
So you clearly and very easily push through the frail old man who pushes to the floor. And then the guard captain steps up in your way, hand on your sword, on his sword, to come in the path of you.
I'm gonna kill this guard captain. I swear to fucking God, someone's dying. Fine! We know cut disease out of man.
So he looks at you,
For now.
clearly up to the task of handling you. This man is has seen many battles over the years, and a lowly adventurer like you would present no challenge to such a man.
I mean, I just shoved that guy out of the way and you saw
So-
that, right?
Yeah,
So,
I saw that.
move me!
He slips his sword back into his sheath and steps back, almost unfazed by the scenario. Clearly very well equipped to deal with a situation like this. Would anyone else like to ask a question of the man?
Where were you last night?
I already asked that question, you dumb.
What did they
I'll
say?
step up to the patient
So
again.
he's
and I'll
been
ask
in
them-
the chapel for approximately a week.
Right, but where did they get sick? Oh, before that. Right?
So he looks at you and says, "Well, I'm not really sure where this could have come from. I run the bakery over on Market Row. I'm not really sure how such a thing could have happened. You know, I see many people. I sell lots of bread and pastries to everyone. I'm not really sure how such a thing could have occurred, but you know,
Did you find a tentacle in the flour that you were using?
To my knowledge, the flour is perfectly fine. It comes from the bosom of Lordaeron itself, from the Eastweald.
We go bakery, eat cake.
That sounds like a good idea, right?
Okay, so would you like to leave the chapel?
Paladin man in charge.
But no, what would you like to do?
I would
Oh.
very much like to ask more about what he's just been eating, about the grain, because my friend over here asked about a tentacle in the flour. Was there something off about what they've been eating? Is there something been going on there?
So he looks at you and he's trying to think. I mean, he's really struggling because he's been suffering from this illness. He's not been able to
Have been
eat
eating
for
with
like
us, yeah.
the best part of a week, and he's wasting away. So he's sort of barely able to put things together. But he says, I mean, the product itself appeared to be fine. People who delivered it were a little different, though. Not from the usual place, but certainly a trusted individual was delivering it. But definitely some shady characters with them. I couldn't say beyond that.
Were they demons?
He looks at you just like
They were demons.
demons, like as if such a thing would happen in the city of Stratholme. You know, like no, they weren't demons.
Can I ask how trading's been in that city? Is it struggling for money or anything? Is is your bakery doing well? Is it?
Yes, he says You know, he's done fine business. He earns a modest keeping. He's able to look after his family. You know, times are difficult after the war, but things seem to be turning around.
Is it a popular place?
He says that it would be one of the best bakeries in the city. if you had
Oh,
to say.
so you've got a good reputation. Is what they're getting at. Are you worth a bit of money?
Stop trying to fuck the dead guy.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get in the pants. I'm trying to work out because I've got a theory. I'm thinking.
Where are you taking this?
I'm thinking. His
Well, they can't say
bakery.
no if they're
It's
dead.
got a good reputation. And there's some people trying to sabotage that name. Because they're going to say, we bought our bread from this dude here. And now we're Polish.
Dude.
Now we're all sick from the baker's bread. So we'll have to shop elsewhere, won't we? That's what I'm thinking. I'm not trying to shag him.
So the archbishop and the guard captain look at
It's
you.
sabotage.
I'm thinking that's what it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
So the archbishop and the guard captain look at you, surprised at the surprisingly insightful comment in this scenario, given everything you've said before. And the guard captain strokes his beard, and he's like, "I think you might be onto something there. I mean, clearly he's if he's had deliveries from other people, that would seem to be an interesting line of inquiry."
Well,
So
this is what I'm saying. I'm not just a vagina, you know.
Did all other sick people eat his bread?
well, there is only one other person awake, so you can choose to question them if you'd like. So,
Yes.
And what would you like to ask the man?
Did you eat his bread?
So he looks at you and he goes, "Well, half the people in the city buy bread from him.
Fuck me, really? It's a big bakery.
Well, it's a popular one. He told us that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, so of course I've bought bread from him, but I can't say that that's why. But I've worked with this man for a long time. I deliver materials and raw ingredients for him quite regularly. It's my people who do such a job. But
And did you see bad people who delivered the grain?
well,
Did they have
there have been
tentacles?
some strange folk around lately handling some of the goods, but I couldn't say much more beyond that. I don't know who they work for.
Strange how?
Hooded and cloaked. What you might call a shady character.
Was it Blair?
What?
The guy tries to sit up and look at you, and he's they were not elves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I could be in two places at once, or can I?
Can she?
No, she cannot.
You wizard. Any more questions for man?
It seems like these people don't have much more to say at this point. I reckon we should go see this bakery, see if there's any evidence we can find over there.
And the guard captain looks at you and he goes, "Well, it seems like you have a handle on things. Archbishop, do what you can for these people. Try and help them. And as for you adventurers, it's really crucial that you find the source of this problem before the sickness spreads. We, as the jewel of Lordaeron, must ensure that we are well prepared, and a plague would destroy the kingdom. It would bring it to its knees, and we just can't have such a thing." So he gives you some kind of approximate directions to the bakery in Market Row, and he sets off back to his duties as captain of the guard. So you are now free to proceed as you will. So what would you like to do, adventurers?
So the bakery sounds like a good place to start, right? Like a known friend just said.
Agreed.
Well, I reckon for this thing called sea ants that I should probably try and eat one of their produce and
That
see if
sounds-
I also fall for the sickness. And then my little gnome friend here is like the most adorable thing. Like, you're so cute. I will reckon that you'll try and save me, right?
I can sure try, but I just tried to cure the wounds of that person over there, and it did nothing.
Now, I know you don't think much of me so far, but I've got 1 point in medicine, so I could give it I could give it a go. Just saying.
Well, it might be useful if I get like a yeast infection or something, but
From bakery.
you know what? But you know, I think you sell yourself too short. I think you're something special. Don't let these fellas put you down.
So, do you want me to use my
honestly-
point if you get poorly or not? Because I've got 1 and I don't mind sharing it.
Well, I got some roots here in the house.
What was that?
I guess you can use some of those.
Okay.
Shall we go to the bakery then?
This has taken enough time already. Let's
I
go.
think she wanted to try some food first, though, right?
We're not there though, right?
Not
wanna-
yet.
Is the bakery open?
No, because the man's dead in the
Whoa.
thing.
How are we going to get in the bakery?
I smashed door.
Smash the door in.
No, you'll get the locals coming round. What you talking about, man? I can do acrobatics. I could do a backflip and a cartwheel, and I could slide through the window. I quite fancy having a go at that.
So the guy who owns the bakery looks at this exchange, just kind of puzzled, and just produces a key.
Oh,
That was kind of obvious, wasn't it?
I guess I'll do it later.
I want to see.
So you now have the key to the bakery, so you can proceed to do that if you wish. Is that where you would like to
don't
go?
have to worry about the law. The law's walking with us. And I'm pointing at Noble. This shiny little thing here.
Don't know what the boy's been telling you, but I'm not the law. Not in this town.
You got the light?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean I got the law, but shall we go to the bakery? I think we got a key.
Yeah.
I think we got a spot.
You
I
got
think we got
the key.
acrobatics in there. Mm-hmm.
But have you got the secret?
What secret is that?
Well, you've got key, so you must have secret, right?
Well, exactly. If you got the key, you got the secret.
I'm just gonna walk to the bakery. They can come along if they want.
That was way too British.
Oh, good enough. Okay, so you proceed through the city, exiting the district where the chapel is located, and onto Market Row itself. Everything seems as it was that you noticed before. There's plenty of activity around, but now that you know that a sickness has appeared in the city, you start to pick up on small things. A nervousness among the population, probably of hearing rumours, people whispering to each other, eyes averted, distrustful of each other. Guards wandering the city in greater numbers than perhaps you've seen before. Things are starting to turn in a way that perhaps you're not really happy with, and something may be very wrong very soon.
Do you think we should say something to the people?
Well, what would you say to the people, Jin?
People of Stratholme, we have been tasked to stop illness spread by this lady. Any men who have injected themselves in her should report to the cathedral. Everyone else is safe. Go about your day. That ought to do it.
That means a lot of people went in there.
Jin, make a persuasion check.
What am I rolling?
Okay, so if you look for your skill of persuasion, which is down here, so you see you have
0 persuasion.
So you have no modifier, so you just roll straight d20.
Okay, you ready?
Can I help him spreading that message through town?
You can assist, so
I
yeah,
beg.
roll it again, so you can roll with advantage.
15.
15. So the group of people kind of first, they don't seem to notice at first because they're looking at other things, but as you start to talk and as you start to mention Amira, a few of the men start to take notice and kind of look and go, and you see their faces start to turn slightly, and you see They don't rush away, but some of them start to quietly walk off, averting their eyes as much as possible.
High five, Paladin.
Okay, would you like to continue on your journey?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much, please.
Yeah, when they were making the speech, I was just already walking.
So you just like the outside.
No one stuck around for my speech.
I quite enjoyed it.
The people are so safe now.
Okay, so as you proceed down Market Row, you eventually do arrive at the bakery. So at the moment there's no activity because it is completely shut. There's no candles lit, all the windows are shuttered, and there's no activity. What would you like to do?
Well, that window up there on the second floor looks like it's open.
That has the key, right?
I reckon we should try the key first, but if that doesn't work, Jin, you could try throwing me into that window.
Easy. You small, like ball.
Yeah? You want to try the key first, Jin? See if it works?
I want to throw you first.
Are you sure?
I vote we throw man through window.
Are you sure? Don't you want to try the obvious version first?
Key is for easy mode. You play hardcore.
Oh, that's right. Well, give it your best shot, Jin.
Okay, so the exterior of the bakery does have a balcony leading into a second floor, and there is a door and some windows there. So if you did want to chuck him up to the second floor, you could indeed do that. So would you like to do that?
Yes, very much.
Okay. So I would like you to roll a strength check, please.
20?
Yeah, D20 plus your strength modifier.
13.
Chris?
Yeah.
By the way, while you guys were deciding, I was like up like this against the window,
Okay.
like squished face. Is there only 2 windows or is there just one?
So there's the front door to the bakery itself, and there's a window on each side of the door.
Okay, and one of the windows I'm just like looking in.
They're all shuttered, so there is no way to see them really. There's maybe faint daylight going in, but nothing you
I'm
can
still
really
doing
see,
it anyway.
even with dark vision.
I'm just looking at her doing that and be like, oh my god, what did I get into? Throwing people, smooching up against the window. I just want to go home. But sure enough, let's party. Let's adventure on.
Okay, so what was your strength check result?
13.
13. Okay, so you grab the little gnome in your hand, and you attempt to throw him, and you lob him up, and he bangs headfirst into the rail
Oops.
That hurt a bit.
and falls flat back on the road.
Oh,
You
Sorry, gnome, you're very slippery.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
that wasn't too good of a
The
day.
lady had a
I've had
key.
better ideas in my lifetime.
Shall we try key now?
Let's try the key.
Yeah, I think we should have just done that 5 minutes ago. Friggin' hell.
Okay, so do you just want to try the key straight up?
I should have suggested that without the other suggestion, Jin.
Throw again.
I pick up Nupps and I was like stroking him. They hurt you.
Who's Nupps?
That hurt.
Right, enough of this fannying about now. Get key in door. We need to find out what's making these people sick. I'm getting fed up with this. It's bloody boring. I wasn't allowed to do my handstands and backflips. You're throwing a dwarf. He's smashing his head off floor. She's stroking it. He's buggering off, wondering what's going on. Can we just get key in door?
Okay, so Maximilian, would you like to put the key in the door?
Yeah. After observing all of this, I think it's time to go in.
Okay. So you place the key in the door, and you turn it, and the door swings open, letting some daylight in.
Hallelujah.
The inside is largely dark, so no candles are lit, and obviously the windows are all shuttered, but you can kind of see a faint bit inside. So I'm going to switch us over to the other scene, if you bear with me. I'm just going to get us up a little map of the inside of the bakery here, so we can start to see. So bear with me a moment while I get this set up for you guys.
Oh, I need to zoom out. Jesus.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Holy shit. Nice.
I'll show you guys in a second stream. I just need to
Wow.
get it lined up for you guys so you
Nice
can
one,
see.
Chris. Oh, by the way, Nupps, I haven't put you down. I'm still carrying you.
That's fine. I still don't know who Nupps is, though.
Oh. Nips. You're adorable little Nipsy.
Okay,
It's okay.
let's switch over. Okay, I'm just going to align everything up for you guys so you can hopefully see. Right, so here we are inside the bakery. So from what daylight you can see in front of you, you can see a counter up front where some sales would be made, and there's a chair behind which he would sit. And there's a couple of tables off to the side, and there's kind of a row of shelving there with various bits of produce there. They've been out for a while, so the bread's starting to go. It's very stale, and some of it's starting to pick up a little bit of mould as well. But that's kind of what you can see. There is a door to the back. It's currently shut, and you cannot see what's beyond it.
I'm thinking we should try and find some way of getting some light in here. Should we have a look in cupboards, see if there's any candles or anything?
I smash shutters. Open all windows.
So you can do that, yes. So would you like to try and smash the shutters?
Before they start smashing, I want to suggest, I'm a light wielder. Wench, we don't need no windows open. I could just simply cast a spell, and you could see things.
You could do that.
You could do that.
That's sick.
I could do that.
What? Can you do it then?
Yeah. Can I imbue my weapon with sacred weapon?
You can imbue your weapon with sacred weapon, but it's not really going to glow that much. It's not going to really brighten up the room per se.
Oh, can I divine sense instead then?
You can do a divine sense, yes.
Alright, so I can't light up the room, sorry, we'll have to smash the windows in a moment, but being attuned to the light and all, clearly something evil's going on, right? Like people are sick, it's moldy bread, it's taken us 10 hours to get into a bakery, something's up right here. So I would very much like to use divine sense. See what's around.
Cool. So as you activate,
How dark is it?
it's dark enough you can kind of you can see well enough with dark vision, but it's not super defined, right? Again, you can make out what you can see in this lobby just with the light from the door, actually, mostly. You just can't see everything in much detail, and the same is true of dark vision.
Okay.
So as you try and use your divine sense, you attune yourself to the powers of evil to see if you can sense anything slightly wrong. And you do sense something very faint. You're not exactly sure what the problem is, because it's very non-specific at this stage, but there is definitely something slightly off. Have we lost her completely?
Okay.
No, she's here.
Still here.
Yeah.
Oh, I've gone off stream.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why.
I'm stealthing, even though I'm not a rogue, but I'm stealth.
So now, has he rolled his light?
So it's not light, so what he's using is a divine sense. So he's using his paladin abilities to try and determine whether there's something evil nearby.
And there is, right, Nibs?
So he has sensed something with evil intent, non-specifically, but there is something off nearby.
I'm sensing something in the distance with evil intent. We must be careful. And smash some windows, because man, it's dark around us.
I smash!
So you would like to smash the windows, okay? So if you can just make a strength check for me.
8.
Is that with your modifier?
Yes.
Yes. So you smash the shutters. It's not terribly difficult to do, but you don't do a very good job. So you kind of you destroy them about half of them, and you let about half of the light in, and that's about it.
Did you say there was a sales desk, a cash desk somewhere?
Yes, I did.
Well, what are you laughing at?
You gone rob place?
No,
Man
but
sick?
you keep saying how strong you have, and you can't do jack. So I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, I'm coming up with my own theory. I'm thinking we go to the sales desk and see who the last people to deliver were. Check the sales books for who's delivering the flour and the ingredients, because it might give us an idea of who to go and look for.
This woman is much smarter than she looks.
And
This one
stinkier.
right here, she's a smart one. We gotta keep her with us. And since I'm over here already, I'm going to what can I see behind the desk?
So if you look behind the desk, you can see that there is a ledger there. So there is a book that you can see kind of tucked away, kind of underneath the desk there.
Found
And
it.
there's also there's some kind of scattered coins here and there. It would seem everything of like true value has already been taken. Would you like to kind of look further in, see if there's anything else you can see?
Yes?
You said, I want to... How many coins?
There's like 10 silver.
Alright, I take that. And I'm gonna look through the book.
Okay, so you look through the book itself, and there's nothing particularly out of the ordinary. There's various deliveries of various items, flour, butter, things of that nature, that come from various different families and businesses that you're relatively familiar with as people who've lived in Stratholme for some time. You can see that the latest shipments of grain and flour have come from a very well-known family under the name of Rivendare, which is a very well-known noble family of Stratholme.
Can we check the date on delivery? Because by my reckoning, that man is in the hospital and he's been there a week. And you said the sickness has been a couple of weeks coming. So can we check the date in that book?
So from what you can see, the deliveries go back a very long time. And in fact, the grain deliveries, even from the Rivendare family, go back a very long time as well. The latest delivery was a week ago.
Paladin man, what you know of Rivendare people?
Well, as most people know in the area, the Rivendare are outstanding people. Friends to the crown, to the land. Although lately there have been some rumors going around, but seeing how people have gone ill, right? And they have been delivering. Like, so far all we know is that it came from this bakery, but Rivendare delivering here and causing sickness doesn't make sense. Or does it? I don't know.
But there must be a reason.
We must explore more bakery.
What is here?
So there is a door that seems to lead into the back of the bakery.
You want me to smash door?
Who are you asking?
Wait. Hey, big fella. You with the... Do you have a mace or an axe?
Axe, always.
Oh yeah, you there with the axe. Come smash this.
Check if open first.
Alright.
Wise, perhaps wise. So you go to push against it. It's got a doorknob, so you kind of turn and rattle it, and it is locked.
Now I smash door.
I'm wiggling the knob here, but it's not really doing anything.
Okay.
Oh shit, I just realised I've got a torch in my bag. That would have been handy. Don't matter, we'll use it next time.
Oh shit!
Now that you mention it, I've got one as well. How could I forget that?
Now that you mention it, do I have a bag?
Oh, I reckon I got a torch here in my bag. Oh yeah, I got 10. Well, shit.
Hey guys, I have 10 torches in bag.
Oh, well, at least we know if we get stuck in dark, we've all got a torch next time. No smashing required. We can smash them if you like, big boy.
I don't have the key in here, and stay away from me, tramp face.
Hey, I've got a crowbar. What can we do with that?
Hold my axe with it.
I reckon you could probably open. Fuck no. I reckon you can open a door with a crowbar.
Oh, shall I have a go? I'm pushing it and I'm pulling it and I'm pushing it and I'm getting a sweat on. And I say, I can't do it, Captain.
So what I'd like you to do... So Amira, if you can roll a strength check for me, if you're going to try and wrench the door open.
Who, me?
Yeah, so...
Oh, I'm doing it. What am I doing?
So roll a d20 and add your strength
What is a
modifier.
D20?
The 20-sided die. This one.
Okay. I'm rolling a D20 to see if I'm strong enough to open a door. I don't know what number that is.
It's a 6, because
Six,
it's and your strength modifier, I believe, is 0, if I remember correctly. So
I've got 2 strength.
Is it 2?
Yeah?
Okay. So you try and you get it in there, and you're trying to wiggle it around. But it's a very well made door. This is a quite a rich bakery, right? They've done very well, so it's not really going to open so easily. Just
I
for a little bit
can't
of
do it.
wiggling.
I'm sorry, guys.
Can I borrow your crowbar?
Yeah.
Can I roll for it?
You can.
Here we go. This door's going down.
That's not a d20.
Alright. 14.
14 plus.
No, 14 total.
14 straight. Okay. So you kind of get the crowbar in there, and it starts to splinter. And it's not the cleanest opening that you could do, but you do open it for sure, and you feel the wood crack around the lock, and it opens.
Oh,
Good job, then.
Thank you.
Who's going in? I think Blair go in first. Use
What?
spider sense.
What? Alright then, I guess I go first.
Okay, so inside is completely
Use a torch.
It's completely pitch black.
Oh, I've got an idea. I've got 10. Hey, Blair, I've got something you can borrow. I've got a torch in my bag if you want it.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad I checked my bag before.
So you would like to light a torch?
Oh, I'll light a torch.
Oh,
Okay. So you light a torch if you can mark one of them off of your inventory.
So do I have to change it to 9?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, bloody hell. What's happening here?
Just change number.
I can't do it.
Press 9,
I
dummy.
can't. The dwarf's doing something to me.
He's a gnome, him.
He's still little.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Okay, I've done it.
who stop drawing penises on my map?
Not me.
So as you light up the torch, and it all opens up, you can see this is kind of the main bakery area, and this is where all of the produce is made. Okay, so you can see there's some benches which would be used to actually make the dough and the bread and so on. There's some heavy-duty mixers, and as well as a large industrial-sized bread oven, basically, available there. And then there's also kind of a store cupboard off to the side with various raw ingredients available. And then there's also a set of stairs which lead upwards towards a second story. And then a door off to the side which goes into a store cupboard. Now, if you would like me to move your characters, I can do. So I will move... so Nobble, you can handle yours, I hope. And I'll just move these guys.
Ta-da!
Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking mode. Okay.
Who's drawing shit?
I don't know, I think it might be Nobble.
And how do I do it?
No, is it me?
I know where it is.
Okay, so as you step through, this is what you see. So Blair, are you moving over towards the storage cupboard?
Blair?
Blair?
sorry. Yep. Yes.
So you're moving over to the storage cupboard. Okay, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Is it a door?
It is a door.
Gonna try and open it.
The door is open.
I go in
Might want to mute the mic.
with the torch.
Okay, so I'll. So inside is completely pitch black. So you
Now I can't get Chris.
Right, are we okay?
Nick.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, we had a delivery. I think we're getting more beers and stuff to
I
deliver.
think there was a dog in backyard.
Okay. So, Blair, so are you taking any light source with you, or are you just going in as is?
Yeah, I'm taking the torch.
Okay.
So does that mean we get into the dark?
So Blair has stepped. So you're currently in the main room itself. Blair has stepped inside the storage closet. Would anyone else like to follow?
I'll go with her.
Okay, so you go in as well.
I will follow as well.
Oh no, get me out of there actually.
You don't want to go inside?
No, I've got claustrophobia. I don't want to be stuck in a cupboard. You're
So-
going to lock the door, I know it.
So Pip, you would like to go inside?
Yes.
I thought I was still carrying you. I don't think I've put you down, so you're with me.
I'm pretty sure Jim threw me at a window and I fell down on my back.
So as you guys approach the room and you begin to open it, Maximilian, you start to feel that sense of wrongness that you felt earlier is getting a hell of a lot stronger. You start
As
to
they're
feel.
moving into the room, yeah?
So currently Blair and Pip are inside the room. You are back near the door.
And as they move in, I feel like sense. Okay, so I tell Amira, like Amira's really scared about getting into the cupboard. I tell her it's perfectly fine. You know, we'll keep the door open. She can go in there. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay. So as Blair and Pip enter the room and the torchlight lights, they kind of look around and there's kind of boxes, some barrels, and there's a set of stairs that go down into a basement as well. And then as they look off into the corner, there is a faint human shape. And something approaches. Out from the dark steps someone hooded, with pale skin and with a gleaming pair of daggers in hand.
I think we should prepare for a battle, everyone.
So let's roll initiative.
You're the only ones in the room, though.
Yes, so currently those two are the only ones in the room, so you will not be right into combat immediately, but you'll still roll initiative.
Have I got special abilities?
Is that 20 again?
Yes, so if you go to that side of your character sheet, you've got the stuff that you've got.
Okay.
Oh,
17.
my screen's like...
So we've got 17.
I don't know why I rolled twice.
Yep.
Take the first one.
So you got 17 and
Is it D20
Noble, can you
roll or?
D20? Yeah. Noble, can you also roll initiative for me, please?
Can try. Hang on.
You just click initiative on your character sheet.
My character sheet has just vanished completely. What?
So character sheets are on the third tab, so the one that says journal. It'll be under there. And you can open it from there.
Yeah, I found it. Okay, so I'm on the character sheet.
Yeah, and if you look for where it says initiative,
Where does it say that again?
Middle column, top.
at the
Between
top.
armor class
Middle.
and speed.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 4
So you roll a 4. Okay, cool.
and a 0.
So your initiative is 4. That's fine. Would have been really helpful if we had pen and paper, actually. Never mind.
I got some.
Yeah, if you can grab some for me, that would be super helpful. Okay, so Noble's initiative is 6. What?
Is it going to go on rain or what?
Maybe. So I'm muddling through. That's okay. We're figuring this out, guys. Like I say, true scuff D&D.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying it,
What
though.
are-
I know this is like really
what are the
weird.
initiatives?
So I would say so.
What are the initiative rolls so far?
Zoe, you obviously did 6, 17? 6.
Yeah, 17.
17, yeah. Maximilian was 6. Nupps, what was yours?
Yeah.
4.
Our assassin is 14.
Uh-huh.
Just waiting. Emma, can you roll a d20?
Are you using the initiative tracker on Roll20?
No, just because we're doing like in-person dice rolls.
Okay.
Initiative.
Three.
3. Emma's 13.
13.
Mine's 13.
Okay.
Can thou bring a biscuit back? maybe some what's it?
Oh,
Or,
this cloak is like so warm, dude. It's like a bed sheet.
or Doritos.
Oh,
I had to take the mask off. It was just.
yeah, it's
Oh.
too much, man. Even the hat's a bit tricky.
And you call me crazy for not dressing up.
Yeah.
It's got me, Assassin, Emma, Novel. No.
Mike,
Mike! The
smoke machine's going off.
the machine. No, Mike, I wanted a biscuit, not smoking to death. Get me a biscuit before I die.
That's more smoke than my lab experiment explosion.
That is not a subtle amount of smoke. Holy shit.
Bloody hell, I want a
You
biscuit.
fire alarms, do you?
We're taking the batteries out.
Smart. It's well with doing D&D through Discord, like you need to give other people opportunity to talk, otherwise you're gonna echo and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
Yeah. It's fine. Well, this was never going to be like the perfect D&D session. That's not the point.
Combining real life and remote is really difficult.
Yeah, this is all about just fun.
And streaming it.
Hey, chat. How are you enjoying it so far?
Are you waiting for me?
And why
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Emma the
pen-
best character so far?
What are you, pen and paper, dude?
Yeah, I know, I'm waiting for him.
And I want a biscuit.
Brings
Solved it.
woman a biscuit.
There you go. It's a marker.
That'll do. That'll do. Okay.
Oh, he got me a biscuit. Why is it dairy?
Oh, my balls aren't coming out. I'm rolling Freebird.
Are you?
Yeah. There's no room to tuck the smuggles away.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
What?
And Mike, if you can just roll initiative when you're ready.
D20?
Yep, D20.
Roll it! 1.
Okay.
Rolling.
Ooh.
I rolled a...
1?
Give me a grand total of 2.
Two.
I'm not even in the room. Fuck it.
Okay, so the way initiative works, for those of you who are uninitiated, such as most of the people in this room, so initiative determines the order in which things happen in combat. So it will determine who gets to have their turns first.
Okay.
Really simple. Okay. So in this case, Zoe's initiative of 17 puts her at the top of the initiative order, which means she gets the first go. So
I'm gonna. Well, if this person has come to me with daggers in hand, I'm gonna initially just run up. I mean, are the distances accurate?
yeah, so 1 square is 5 feet.
Okay. So I'm just gonna run up and I'm gonna hit her with my bow staff, two-handed.
Okay, yeah, if you can roll that.
8 to hit.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Then I'm going to use bonus action or key point.
Nice, what are you doing?
Trying to see my spells.
Alright.
Go to the spells tab,
Yeah.
and they'll be there. Yeah, and you can see. If you click the little cog or the little eye icon, it will tell you what they do. Sorry, what were you doing, Zoe? Oh, you bonus action.
Then I'm going to use a key point to then do unarmed strikes.
Okay, yeah.
Quit. 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
It already rolled it, so
5 bludgeoning
5.
damage. Yeah, got it. Okay, great. So, next up is our assassin. So they will have the next roll. So, she's going to get right up close and nasty with you, Blair. That's going to hit you first. She's going to strike you with her short sword. And that is a 15 to hit.
Good job.
Okay. And that will do... one dice. 8 piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay, and she gets another attack.
Oh.
And that is a 15 to hit again. And that is another 4 damage.
Right, I am now on 6 HP.
Oh,
Guys,
spicy.
get in here! That hurts.
Okay, so next up is Amira.
Hold up. I'm just sorting myself out a minute. Where's the...
There.
Yeah, I know where I am. I'm going in room to attack this woman, but I don't know what this iPad's telling me.
You gotta roll the dice.
Yeah,
Right, so if you go to your... It's best thing to have your character sheet open.
I
so,
can't find it.
So it's on... And so if you look at your character sheet, there'll be on there. There'll be a selection of attacks that you have available.
Okay.
So that's your spells. So you want to go to core. Scroll down. Down. Up, sorry. And you'll see you'll have your attacks there. So you've got your bow and your whip there.
Okay.
And so you can choose your attack. Now, bow is intended for range, so it's not very effective up close.
I'm gonna. What's the health of this person?
You don't know that.
Oh, can you tell me?
No, because you can't really tell how healthy a person is. All you
Oh.
can say is that at the moment they're pretty good.
No, not me. The person we're attacking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not like you get a HP value when you fight someone.
Oh, right. I thought you might have. Sorry.
Black eye.
Yeah, at the moment they're taking a little bit of damage. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna get my axe out and go for the red.
So you're going to go for the hand axe.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a d20, and you're going to add your attack modifier, which is +2. D20 is the one with lots of sides. What's your d20?
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
11.
11 + 2 does not hit, I'm afraid. So in this scenario, so what you want to try and do is look at the weapons you have, and you want to choose the ones that has the best options, right?
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
It's too late now. You've already attacked.
Oh.
So you've used your action on a turn. So sometimes you will have the option of using a bonus action, depending on what abilities you have available. So generally your attack action is kind of the main action you would take. I'll see if there's any bonus actions you can do on your character.
Who's up next?
Who is up next? Is
I'm last, I know that.
next up will be Maximilian.
Maximilian.
So what I would say is that Amira, as a fighter, you have the option of maneuvers, okay, which allows you to expend something called a superiority die, which lets you kind of do various things. So one of them is called precision strike. You'll see that on the right hand side of your character sheet, towards the bottom.
Yeah.
And so what you can do in that scenario is, if you chose to, and you may choose to add a superiority die to the attack roll if you wanted to do more, have a greater chance of attacking.
Okay.
That's your choice.
Thanks for telling me after I've attacked. That's helpful.
So would you like to do that?
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you roll a d4, I believe. No, sorry, a d8 as well.
4.
4. So what you can do is you can basically add that to your roll. So in the case of what it was before, so what did you roll initially?
13.
13. So you can add that, and that will then allow you to hit. So you expending one of your superiority dice. So if you can mark down one of your superiority dice is gone, so you have 3 left.
Okay. While she's doing that, should we move on?
Yeah, and so you now need to roll damage. So for your hand axe, it's 1d6 damage.
Roll the d6.
Oh, sorry. 4.
So you do 4 damage. There you go.
Big. What?
Don't look too much. I know it's not right in front of you, but there you go. Okay, so next up is Maximilian. What would you like to do?
Let's go.
Right, I'd like to move as close to Blair, between Blair and the assassin as I can, and drop a fat lay on hands on Blair.
Nice.
Okay, so you can start to move. So if you want to try and move your character closer, so you have 30 feet of movement. Each square represents 5 feet.
Each square represents what?
5 feet.
So this would be 25 then, yeah?
Yeah. That's a 30, there you go.
Oh, that's the 30. Oh, that's fine. Alright. And then the lay on hands, so just click on the lay on hands?
So yeah, you can do a lay on hands, yeah.
Okay, how do I do that?
So let's look at your character sheet. It'll just depend whether it's pre-added or not.
Don't worry, Blair, I got you. It might take a while. You know, the light doesn't instantly listen to me sometimes. Especially since you got like all those whispers in your head, but it's coming, you know?
So what you can do, so if you touch her, you can restore health points equal to a number of hit points equal to your paladin level, which is 3.
Where are you gonna touch me?
Plus 5.
Oh, that fuck is gonna fill me out entirely.
So you can restore 8 of her HP if you want.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I don't have to hit a hit modifier or whatnot. It just happens.
Yeah. So lay on hands, you just have a set number. So you've got 5.
Okay, sorry, it just happens sometimes.
Just letting you know that I kind of consent to this. I'm in pretty bad shape. Kind of bleeding.
You're welcome.
Places.
So you gain 8 HP.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Maximilian? But you can only take a bonus action at this point.
Yeah, I would like to. It doesn't matter if I do it now or later, but I'll activate Thunderous Smite as well.
I don't know if that's a bonus action one. Let me check. Whoops, didn't mean to see that. Yes, it is bonus action. So first one.
I mean, it doesn't do much because I'm not going to be hitting this turn, but I might as well be activated, right? I might as well turn it on next turn
Yes,
as well,
you
because
can.
I don't have any other bonus actions as far as I'm aware.
You can indeed do that, yes, that's fine. So you cast Thunderous Smite on your weapon, and so next time you attack, you will have that ability.
Perfect.
Cool, okay, great. So next up is Pip.
Blair, it looks like you're alright. Do you need any more healing, you reckon?
Nah, I think I can manage.
Alright,
The little cute one.
I'll go for a guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt, awesome, okay, great. Yeah, so if you want to cast that.
Yes.
Spells. Okay, so you can use your action to do that, that's great. So you'll need to make a ranged spell attack against the target. So d20 plus your spell attack modifier, which I believe is Wisdom.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I rolled 16 plus 4.
That certainly hits. Okay, so yeah, if you roll your 4d6.
4d6?
Yeah.
4 times a d6?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
16 plus 4. Quick maths, chat.
5, 6, so added up. 12 and 16.
16, nice. Okay, so she takes 16 damage, and the next attack roll made against that target before the end of your next turn has advantage, meaning you can roll twice and take the best roll. So whoever has that next attack will have advantage. So next up to complete the initiative order will be Mike.
Reckless attack.
Reckless attack, okay. So a reckless attack will give you advantage, which you already have. So you can't have advantage twice. That's anything. So you can do it, but it just means that the next attack against you will have advantage.
Okay, well I'll go with
We'll need to move into the room.
Rage.
So you want to rage? Okay, awesome. So you go into a rage. So if you mark off one of your rages as being expended.
Mm-hmm. And then I hit it in the face.
So you're just going to hit it in the face. Awesome. Okay. Yep. So if you can make an attack with your great axe.
Yep.
D20 plus your modifier, which is
13.
So that's with plus your modifier. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. 13.
Monk steer.
Monk steer.
Add that to my spell book. I want monk steer.
That does hit.
Okay, right, it does. Yeah.
And so that's 1d12 plus 3 slashing damage.
Alright, which one's the 12? This one?
Yep.
9.
9. Okay, great. So, how would you like to kill this foe? How would you like to strike them down?
I rip its head from its shoulders and piss down its neck!
This is gonna be fun.
So, as you strike with your great axe, it cuts into their chest, splits open the leather armour, the look of the surprise on their face. You grab them by the neck and attempt to wrench their head off. You're not quite strong enough to do that.
Bullshit, roll it. Roll it, brother. Fucking roll it, man. 20 dice, let's go. 84, I win.
But you do get the head quite a fair way off. Like, you kind of like try to break the spine, you take a fair amount into the neck. I mean, you can piss on the corpse afterwards if you felt.
Piss in the hole, I know where I'm going. Made a little gap, didn't we? Use the axe.
There is a small gap, yes.
Oh, I've only got a small dick, I'll get it in there.
Okay, make a dexterity check to see if you can successfully piss in the hole.
Which one's that?
The D20 plus your just dexterity modifier.
Hold on.
You're going to provide me your giant penis to help.
Can I add guidance?
Check the rules for that. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people?
You're the one stopping me pissing in a hole.
Did you prepare them? It's on the front page of the character sheet.
It's my cantrip.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay. One action, so you touch one with which plus one d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. You can roll the die before after making the ability check. Okay, cool. So if you roll your d20 first.
Okay.
Is it
7.
like that scene in Round the Twist where that ghost was helping that kid pee?
I got that one.
That episode.
I missed Round the Twist. 16.
16, okay.
No.
So would you like to expend your guidance on there as well?
Don't think I need it, mate. I got this.
Jin looks like he's got the aim down. I'll hold back on my guidance for next time.
So you successfully piss mostly in the hole. There is a bit of spillage, but largely you got it all inside. You have thoroughly desecrated this cultist assassin.
That was
Alright.
good aim, sir.
Just
That was
another.
a tad unnecessary.
I wanted to, check if it had any loot, but
You
I'm
can
gonna
still
leave this
check.
for now. That's okay.
It's only P.
I check anyway.
Do you check fully? Okay, so if you roll an investigation check for me.
Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
It's off.
I healed you a moment ago. I touched you. Never again.
I'm just passing on the touch. 4.
4. Okay, so you look around and you do eventually find 20 silver on the body. You do get
Yes.
your hands do get thoroughly covered in piss, however.
Why? What? It was in the neck. Why would they?
It spills down, like I said, there was a bit of spillage and it
He
goes
wasn't
down.
stood up at the time. He was laid down. He was free.
So you do eventually manage to find a slip of paper on the body. There is unfortunately a bit of piss staining, but the ink is largely legible. So would you like to read the note?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it to myself.
Okay. Want to see it?
Blair, you want to share with the class what you're finding out, or are you just gonna play with the P?
Can I
There's,
type a message to you on here?
Discord.
I could Discord it to you. That's fine.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Bit sneaky, this lads. What do you think of this, Max?
This is a bit backhanded. I'm not privy to the information being transmitted here.
Why won't you share?
There's quite a lot of pee. Your essence is kind of all over this note. Kind of hard to make out.
Look,
Why?
can you read? You're not woman, because I'm getting bored of standing here. Should we just push her in cupboard? Doing me head
You
in.
can do whatever you want with a corpse.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh,
Just read the
I'm
bloody
waiting
note,
for
will
this
you?
message. It's coming in quite slow.
Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting to have to type the thing out.
What are we doing?
Zora, huh?
While I'm attempting to read this, I'm gonna chuck the 30 collected silver that I managed to get towards Emma's character.
Well, while you're checking note and counting your coins, I'm just going to unzip his crotch and see what he was offering.
Fucking hell.
As you...
Oh.
I just...
Emma, I'm giving you 30 silver.
Okay, I'll go down on it for 30.
But I'm not happy about it.
I'll take 30 and it's still warm, so it'll do.
As you unzip the breeches of the assassin, you realise that it is in fact a she and has the assets.
Hey, hang on. This is getting good.
It's still 30 silver, I'll do it. I'll give it a lick.
Well, you got to admire the effort.
Yeah.
It's a corpse, Emma, for God's sake.
It's still warm and it's not dried out. I'm telling you, I'm doing it for 30 silver. I've got no money.
Can we hear the note?
I've got no money.
You've got 30 silver, you good. What was the message in the pocket?
Jesus Christ.
Blair, you want to share? or what?
What?
Please share. Please let this end.
Well, the
I
note.
dropped a dice, but I can't really get to it.
Oh, Emma's
man.
accent is just taking over. Well, the note here
It's like right down.
that
That's right.
apparently they were ordered to destroy any evidence in the bakery. Something about contaminated produce, and like the note explains to return to a warehouse near the shipping district. I can't quite make out the address, but
It is in
here,
fact covered in
and
piss,
I passed the
unfortunately.
piss stain note to this Nubbleson.
I refuse to pick up the note, and I just let it drop to the floor, and I'll.
Oh no, I
That's
didn't
my
drop
note,
it.
but-
I'm just like waggling it in front of your face.
I just step back a few yards and be like, no thanks, Blair. That's perfectly fine. So we know produce has been contaminated, and we don't know where it's come from. Yeah, that's what's on the note. Anything else?
Yeah, so right now you know
like,
that it's
what if I hold it like this? Could you read it?
No. No.
What if it's like if I move it
Can you
closer to your
read it?
face?
It's your handiwork, mate. Can you still read it or not?
Is
Is
no
that
one
it?
going to do the dirty work around here? I stand below the note and I jump up trying to grab it.
Jesus Christ.
Make him jump, make him jump.
So will you give the note to the gnome?
Look at this little cute one trying to jump. Here you go, little one.
So as you grab the note, and your hands get sticky with piss,
I'm used to much worse.
you can faintly make out something akin to an address. You know that it's a warehouse, and you know that it's on the shipping district, and there's kind of a rough location there. No specific address, but you think that realistically you'll be able to narrow it down, as there's a very limited number of warehouses in the area.
Looks like this warehouse is not particularly unique in this district. I think we should have a look outside, see if we can identify which warehouse we should go to.
Agreed.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'd like to go outside with the entire party.
Okay, so you step outside onto the street itself, and it's only really been maybe sort of 10-15 minutes since you entered. And make a perception check.
Maximilian, are you wearing a cloak?
My cloak?
Yeah, are you wearing one?
You're looking at me right now.
Yeah.
You cannot tell if I'm wearing a cloak or not.
Are you? Like out of
20,
character
yeah.
player, are you
D20?
wearing a cloak?
D20, yes, plus your perception.
I don't know what you
modifier.
look like.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a cloak. I think I have like a shield and a flail.
Damn it.
14.
Is anyone
14.
wearing a cloak in this party?
I've got a little, this thing here. A bit cloaky.
Bit cloaky.
Okay, so as you step out onto the street, you kind of look around and you notice, kind of in an alley nearby, a pair of individuals hooded, staring at you and your group as you exit the bakery.
Can I do sense danger?
You can do sense danger. Yes. No.
Right.
Eyes up,
Seriously, wipe
team.
my hands on the back of Jin.
I mean, danger sense is kind of like, yeah. I mean, you can use it if it's not particularly useful now. It's more of a combat thing.
Oh, okay.
You can use it if you want.
Oh, someone else has got something better.
Do you think that I could use stealth and I could swizz past them a little bit, invisible like, and check what they're up to?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I think I'll have a go at that.
Okay, so if you roll a stealth check for me.
How do I do that?
So if you roll a d20 and add your stealth modifier, which you are proficient in.
3.
3 plus 5.
8.
Okay, so you try and skulk away, slipping past your friends here, and try and sneak back to where they are. Unfortunately, these guys are pretty on it, and they realise you kind of sneaking towards them, and they realise they've been made, and they start to dart down the alley.
So we need to give chase. We must chase them.
Those hornet fellows look remarkably like the assassin we just killed. Let's run after him.
No. Steady on. Hold your horses. Save your energy. I'll use my long bow and shoot one of them. And if we capture him, we can quiz him.
Okay, you can do that. So if you make a ranged attack with your longbow, you have to be quick, but you can try. You'll have one shot. That's what you'll get.
Can I support her with heroism?
Oh, lusting! Yes, dude!
Bloodlust. Let's have a look. See what that gives you.
Hey, good news, team. There's pizza coming.
Oh, is there?
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Man, we're in the middle of battle and all you're asked about is your belly.
Ye old pizza's coming.
I hope not from this bakery we've just been to.
I'll test it.
You can use heroism, so what it will do is it will basically mean that you're immune to being frightened, and you'll gain temporary hit points equal to the spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
That's not useful, right?
No, it's not really.
No. Nice try, though.
What? Doesn't it increase her hit points?
Yeah. So you can give like temporary hit points.
But that's not useful, you said.
They're running away, right?
They're running away, so it just depends whether it's like immediately useful. It's up to you then. You can do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'll use it. Sure.
Okay, so you will gain your spellcasting ability modifier, which is. Let's look.
I hope we catch them so I can play with them.
Fuck.
Don't you want to find out more about this plague and the assassin that just attacked us?
Well, I will after I've played with them.
You're quite a woman.
So you will gain 3 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Right, now shoot your bow.
12.
So the arrow strikes forth, and it skips off the cobblestone to about a foot away from the person, and they dart behind the corner.
Can I give chase with athletics?
You can run after them, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you charge. Is anyone else going to join Jin?
Put you on my
I'm
shoulder.
gonna join.
I'm
I'm
following
not raising
Jin.
my hand. I'm not even there. Like, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna join him. Fucking Naruto style.
Okay.
That's
So-
anime.
Yeah. So you charge after them through the alley. What are the rest of you guys doing? Do you want to follow, or do you like to do something else?
I'm charging with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Following.
Okay. So you charge through the alley trying to catch up. You proceed to dart through a couple of different alleys, kind of just catching sight of them in the distance. As you're running through, you come across a series of kind of stores and boxes that they seem to have got past. So Jin, you'll need to make a dexterity check. See if you can get past.
2.
So as you charge up to the boxes, you trip over them, smashing them in the process. So you do clear the way for everyone else, but you do lose them by about 10 feet.
Oh, my hair! I hit my hair!
So everyone catching up.
As I run by him, I purposely step on top of him before running forward
Yeah.
after these assassins.
So you continue to charge through these alleys. They're trying to run away. They are pretty quick, but you guys are fairly fast individuals overall, except the gnome who's falling behind a little bit as their speed's a little small. So overall, you see them darting into the shipping district, and that's where the inevitable location is in this situation. And you see them enter a warehouse in the district. And you
Oh,
come to
is
the
this the
street.
same warehouse as on the note, you think, team?
Well, you wouldn't necessarily know that, but it is in the same district.
Oh,
Pick up hit.
that sure seemed like a coincidence. Shall we try and enter that warehouse?
Can someone help me up?
No, I'm not sure about this because I wonder whether they are trying to lure us into something that isn't something. So
Yeah, but this is a trap, we can
I
still
think-
come up now.
I think maybe we should tool up and try a couple of different warehouses. Pair up. What's they saying?
Okay.
Who would you want to pair up then?
Well, I'm not having little one.
Why not?
Uh-huh.
I'll take you, Maximus.
I'm disappointed.
Okay, so everyone's going to
I will... No, thank you.
What do you think I'm gonna do to you? We've done it twice already, and I gotta be honest, it's not memorable. So I'm actually offended. Do you know
I
what?
wanted to go with you.
Do you know what? Next time you need that 1 health point, you can fuck off. Because I've had right enough of you.
Glossy.
So in this district, you can see that there are 3 warehouses. So there's the one that the individuals went inside, and there are 2 others. The one that they've gone into seems to be largely absent of any activity otherwise.
Oh, well that's convenient, innit? Feeling clever now, aren't you, Maximus?
The other 2 seem to be fairly busy with workers and everything else. So they appear to be in operation.
Oh, which warehouse would you like to go into?
Let's have a vote.
Vote.
You know, I'm voting 1. No, 2.
What's to vote for? Clearly it's the one warehouse. where they just went into. Clearly, what's that to vote for?
I believe him.
Because I don't trust none of you.
Does anyone want to go with Amira, or is she going alone?
Right, I'll come with you then if you're gonna be a fucking tool about it.
Alright.
I stay with Noble.
Who's Nubble?
That guy, the light man.
Okay, so you're all gathered around this location. So are you proceeding to the warehouse after the
Looks like we are, doesn't it?
individuals?
Would appear so.
Yes.
How do we... Oh,
Dog mute.
Yes, that's fine.
They can hear us go now.
Yeah, we'll take like 5 minutes just so we can everyone go to the toilet or get drinks or whatever. I think we're having pizza.
do I need to stop talking like this now?
You can take a break. I'm gonna rest my voice for a little bit.
I quite like it.
Are you gonna keep doing it the entire evening?
I'm gonna do it in the bedroom. Do it a bit harder, mate.
And that's gonna be a spicy evening.
Do it a little bit faster, mate.
I'm having a break.
Don't stick it in there. Oh no, not the bum again.
Jesus Christ.
Chris, is this the best night of your life?
It's just not what I was expecting to happen, that's all. I mean, it's cool.
You weren't expecting this to happen.
I mean, yeah, I suppose part of me was. You know, but it's just, it's weird.
Can we bring it here?
What? In what way? Are we ruining it?
No, I don't think so, because I think the chat's enjoying it, right? That's... Like, what's the chat saying? Let's see what they're saying.
I think it's just awkward because we don't know.
No, we don't know the rules,
when the
so
situation.
we're figuring stuff out, right?
Yeah, we just don't know what's natural, right?
All I care about is that the chat is enjoying it. That's what I want to enjoy.
I'm concerned about length though. How are we looking?
Well, I think we'll be okay.
I'm
keeping you guys on track in as much as I can. Let's put it that way.
Are you impressed by
enjoying
my
it.
clever brains?
You've actually had some insightful thoughts. I'll say that much.
the chat enjoying it.
Oh, they seem to be. Yeah, they seem to think it's quite funny.
Do you want them to bring you some pizza in?
Yeah, because it's a bit awkward for me to get up
Oh,
from here. to be honest.
Chris, let me just put this juicy ball in me mouth.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not entirely sure this is our order.
Wow.
Do you reckon?
I don't remember ordering whatever that is.
Sometimes they give you stuff free.
Oh, garlic pizza bread.
Yeah, do you
Is that
want
what
it?
it is?
I'll have some, yeah.
Oh my god, look at all that.
Yeah, now I'm hungry.
Oh, get that fuck, man.
See, you could have been here, guys. You know, we would have flown you out.
I could have been here.
Would you? Would you have paid for my ticket?
Yeah.
For one D&D game? I'm not sure. You have to do more.
How many chicken fingers does
some?
thou think Amira
This is,
can take?
Meat lovers with barbecue sauce, I think.
Is there like a non-barbecue one?
Yeah, it's got
I'm thinking a fist. Or two.
She can take 4 fingers, this girl.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's not really impressive though.
Zoe, are you happy?
What?
We said you were going to the toilet.
I'm
Are
not-
you happy? That's a deep question right there, Chris. Like, so
Right,
are you?
well, yeah.
Are you happy?
I feel that's a very personal question, Chris. Also, I don't envy you right now.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Is it?
Mm.
I don't know how this
You
game
might
is
have
supposed to
to
be
right
played.
at the start, so at least you got it at the beginning, you know, rather than halfway through. At least you know what you got into.
That's true, and it's fun.
Yeah. I just, the one thing was, like, I didn't know what everybody, or at least what everybody was wearing or what they looked like or anything like that, like, in terms of describing if we're disheveled or whatever, other than the character pictures, because, like, I've been trying to wipe my pee hands on somebody
Why did my pee go everywhere? I got it in the neck.
Well, if you roll a bit higher, maybe you'd have been perfect.
Yeah, but like it was in his pockets.
Why
It
did
was
it
in
have
his
to be your
chest.
corpse, though?
Yeah, I mean, pee tends to go places, right?
No.
Anyway.
No, when
Magic
it's got
pee,
guidance, apparently.
No, they skipped out on the guidance. The gnome didn't have to hold the dick in order to guide it properly. Like, he could do it on his own. And that image will never leave your mind ever again.
I thought 17 was high enough to get it all in there.
Oh, okay,
What?
right.
Apparently that corpse was like covered in piss for some reason.
I imagine you piss quite a lot, dude.
Really hungry now.
Sorry, team.
Alright.
It goes down.
It's okay.
So, would you guys like to step inside the warehouse? Is that what you're gonna like to do?
Rock and roll.
Alright, we just had a vote on whether or not to go in. And Amara is like, no, we shouldn't. Amara, tell us again, where did you want to go?
Well, we've gone in warehouse, haven't we?
I think she backed down from her argument, and she's now joining us in the warehouse where the hooded people went into.
I'm coming with you. I'm not going on my own. What do you think I am?
Okay, we've not the team up with me just by ourselves, yeah?
Say it again, please.
Okay.
I think we're going in. Alright, I see we're going in. Alrighty.
We're going in.
It seems a little awkward on this, just bear with me.
I promise I will refrain from desecrating your map with penises.
Okay.
I will own up. This is, you got two circles right next to each other. Come on.
I got a slice that one.
I see many circles again.
I see many circles, and the temptation is there. It's real.
And blame me for your actions, by the way. Just putting it out there.
I know, it's great.
Okay, so you guys step inside the warehouse. It's a large warehouse that's used for packing and distributing goods. As you approach kind of the front, you can see that it's listed as being owned by House Rivendare.
Oh, snap.
So you step inside. At the front, there's a desk. This would typically be used as kind of like a reception area. A couple of plants around and a chair. There is no one present in there at the moment. And through the door at the back, it's open. You can see that it leads into the warehouse proper. What would you guys like to do?
Hello!
Go in.
Can I try and get someone's attention?
There is no one present that you can see.
I'm just gonna walk ahead.
I'm gonna follow Blair quickly because last time she went off on her own.
Same.
Did not end well.
I'm following as well.
You're on my shoulders, Pip.
Still?
Yes.
Again.
Unless you.
It's fine. If you keep
Unless you
picking me
tell
up,
me-
I'll just follow you,
Yeah.
Blair.
So would you like to head into the warehouse through the door? It's not locked.
You were in the lead, Blair.
Door.
So as you step inside, it's reasonably well lit. There's kind of skylights and everything open at the top, so there's plenty of sunlight getting inside. And around you can basically just see boxes, crates, barrels, pallets of various different goods. So there's some food produce around, well-keeping stuff, salted meats, grains, rice, that sort of thing. There's linens, hides, leather, some armour here and there, little bits, crappy stuff, but mass-produced items. And through the warehouse. So this is just clearly a distribution point in some sort of a warehouse, as far as you can tell.
Maximilian, can you sense danger?
Hang on. Let me call onto the light and use my divine sense once more to see if there's anything hidden this time around. And I promise I'll actually give a heads up if I feel something. Does my
Okay.
divine sense reveal anything?
So how many times do you have this to use? So you've got divine
5 times in total, so now I have 3 left.
So you definitely sense again something faint. It's a fair distance away from you, and if anything, you feel it below you.
The ones bald, I get readings from the light. They speak to me. There's danger down below. We must be careful.
So ahead of you there is a separate room, and you can actually see, because the door's got glass in it, you can see there is a stairway visible.
Can I check the door, see if it's open?
The door is unlocked.
Okay, I go in.
Yeah, as far as you can see, everything is fine. There's nothing wrong.
I'm gonna be exploring the crates here and there. I'm just gonna check out the produce and whatnot. Check if there's anything suspicious going on.
I mean, from what you can see, everything looks fairly typical. It's just crates of produce, of food items, and things like that. That's it.
Do we want to go downstairs?
Yeah, everything seems to be okay up here, and I do feel something downstairs. Y'all want to go downstairs?
I think we should.
Let's go
Well,
together.
hang on a minute. You're hearing voices telling you there's danger downstairs?
Oh yeah, that's like a trick from the light. Like sometimes you call to the light, and the light gives you like an answer in your head, and you can like make out sometimes that something's up. Oh yeah, you can call voice in your head, sure.
Just because it says danger doesn't mean it's danger to us, remember? It could be somebody in danger. It could be somebody with some information in danger.
Is that true?
You're familiar with the way to play, yeah.
It detects danger in like a primal sense, like so, actual danger.
Like the tentacle kind of danger, or
It could be. It could be tentacles. It could be anything.
It's like when you look at the rats and you just know, like, okay, that's something to be careful of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of anything. Blair, shall we try and see what's down there?
well, sure, little one. You want to jump up on my shoulders again, or should I put you down?
I'm still up there. So if you can use your legs of yours, we'll go down.
Huh. All right, there, little cutie. Come with me.
So you guys are going to go downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Move everyone appropriately. Okay. So as you head downstairs, it's basically pitch black, so you really can't see much. For you, Blair, with night vision, you can kind of faintly make out a corridor. You can't see much further than that. You know it opens into a space, but you can't really see much further than that at the moment.
Let me give you a torch.
I have a torch in my backpack, actually. I'll light it with my tinderbox. And I'll hold it above both me and Blair's head.
Okay. So as you open up the area and you reveal the light, you see kind of that streak of light head forward into the room itself, and you can kind of make out two figures visible in the distance, and these were the individuals that you ran away from. You ran after, I should say. They appear to be aware of your presence, and they appear ready and unconcerned.
Guys, I think this is about to pop off. You guys want to join us down here?
On my way.
All
I smell
right.
blood in the air.
So you guys head down and join your comrades at the bottom of the stairs, and so you can see into the room.
Can we call out to them?
You can?
Who goes there?
Oh my god, don't call out to them. We just tried to shoot them, remember?
Yeah, but they might be innocent.
So out of the dim
We
light,
tried to shoot them.
they don't really respond. You just hear kind of a faint chuckle from one of them.
Chucklers.
I'm sorry.
Can you breathe again? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Testing,
Hello.
1, 2. Can we get a sound check? Confirm.
We have a Ben Dog on the wire. Ben Dog on the wire confirmed.
Oh, bad dog went.
Right, so we need to go and find out who they are, they said.
They've offered us a fight.
Yeah, so the individuals in the room,
What?
in response to your challenge,
We challenge them.
he said, why don't you come and find out? What would you like to do?
Wait, what are we gonna find out? We missed a bit before that.
We tried to talk to them, but then they said
Yeah.
come and get killed.
Basically, yeah, that's not wrong.
Oh, they challenged it. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a fight that they want, it's a fight they can get, right?
Yeah, boy!
Hell yeah.
So we need to roll initiative.
I haven't said that yet.
Well, I don't know what's next. We want a fight.
Right, so we're going to come over and find out. So I hope you're going to be pissing in your pants, because I'm pretty hard.
This just looks like a good time. Let's all engage.
So would you like to walk forward into the room?
Charge!
I'm gonna
Hold!
put Pip off of my shoulders.
Hold, team.
Yeah.
There could be anything to the sides. We can't see. We
No,
need
we
to
gotta
know
talk.
what else is in the room. This could be an ambush.
I don't. Nah, my divine senses would have told us. It's perfectly fine. We can take him. Don't worry about it.
So Maximilian heads out ahead. Is anyone else walking with him, or are they staying back?
I'm right behind Maximilian. He looks like a trustworthy fella.
Okay, so you walk in.
Yeah. I already put Pip down off of my shoulders so that he can go ahead. And I'm gonna stealth and like put myself right up against this wall here.
Okay, if you can roll a stealth check for me.
It's an 18.
I'm feeling well confident with my known buddy next to me.
I will become one with the wall.
Okay. So you
Do I
stealth.
become one with the wall?
I mean, as far as you can tell, you are hidden. And
Was it one of these? Like,
and what would you two like to do?
Follow, but cautiously behind them.
Cautiously behind them. Okay.
Come on, Glenn, don't be a coward. Chop chop. Good people to kill. You like that, remember?
I'll have one as well.
I'm pretty sure we're all about to get zerged.
Anamira, what would you like to do?
Well, do you know, I've been thinking about this while you're all fucking about with walls and all that. And I thought, I'm gonna try and use my womanly charms and persuasion. And I'm gonna talk to them. And I'm gonna try and persuade them to come out of the dark, into the light, and talk to us like decent people that we don't know that they are, but we'll give them a chance. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna persuade them.
Okay, interesting.
Good luck.
Okay. So that's what. So you're going to walk up and you're going to try and persuade them. What do you say?
Well, I'm gonna say, I know we didn't have a good start, and I know I shot an arrow, but I did miss. I'm kind of thinking, you know a little bit more about this bakery that we need to know. Nobody needs to get hurt here. Nobody needs to get in any bother. Why don't you just step out and have a little chat?
Roll a persuasion check.
D20.
320 plus your persuasion modifier on the dirt sheet.
I mean, it's
isn't it?
not looking good. And then I whip down my knickers and I promise them something they've never had before.
What's your persuasion
Everywhere
modifier?
we go. Everywhere.
2.
2, so 6.
6, okay. So, the guy, kind of slightly more elaborately dressed, steps forward slightly. And he kind of beckons you with open arms. And he
Oh.
welcomes you forward.
Oh, what a lovely guy. This is what I was hoping for.
Mira, I don't want to scare you, but the light's telling me that this is a bad idea.
Yeah, Mira, my tinker sense are tingling.
Well, I'm glad
you-
something's
well-
tingling.
And what do you do Emma, after this interaction?
I look at his face and I see he's sweating a bit. and he looks a bit pissed off. So I pull out my hand axe and chop his head off.
I mean, you're quite a distance away from him, so that would be impressive.
You're at 11.
Yeah, you're quite a long way away.
You said he opens his arms.
Yeah, from a distance.
Alright, well I get my bow out and I shoot him.
Just until short aim, okay?
Yeah, I do. Because he
So-
looks angry.
Okay, make an attack roll with your bow.
This one again.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, is that with your modifier?
And I'd like to use precision strike.
That's without the modifier.
So you need to, so go to where it says your bow,
Yeah.
and you'll see it'll give you a +5 to hit, or plus whatever it is to hit. Sorry. So on your bow, you say it's got attack +5,
So 18.
so 18. So that will hit right off the bat. So the arrow streaks forward into the darkness and sticks into his shoulder. You hear him gasping in pain. Roll damage. So damage for you will be 1d8 plus 3. So you roll a d8. 8-sided die.
It's not great damage.
So he takes 4 damage.
4 damage.
So he groans, he looks angry, and kind of out from the sides here, on each side, as the room opens up, you see 2 additional individuals were waiting
Told ya!
at the sides and have you surrounded. Let's roll initiative.
20.
Yeah, d20.
16.
16.
13 for Pip.
No?
13 for me.
You have some on your sheet, I think. As well.
Yeah, there'll be a plus modifier on there if you have one.
Up here's your initiative.
So there
+3.
is
Plus 3.
21. Wow, nice.
So mine's 16.
16.
Oh, so 40, 1 plus 1 for me.
That's all 17?
Yeah.
And Maximilian is 14.
14.
Okay, and our guys are going. Nice.
Oh, sorry.
What's happening?
I'm just sorting out the initiative.
Mm.
20. Okay, so Blair, you have initiative, so you can go first. What would you like to do? You are currently hidden.
I reckon I don't quite see these 2 individuals on the sides here yet, right?
That's correct.
So I'm gonna slowly. Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna slowly move to the corner. Do I see him now?
You do? Yeah, he hasn't quite noticed you yet.
It's a shame that I'm not a rogue, because a stealth
Yeah.
attack would be quite nice. Can I still attack with advantage?
Still. Let's see what the rules are if you're not a rogue.
Well, okay. I'm gonna
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit loud. Okay, I'm gonna go for the one on the right
14 months
here,
now, whoop whoop.
and
Yummy
just
face,
charge
cold
at him
sweat
with my
smile.
bow staff, 2-handed, be like,
Okay. So if you make your attack.
not with advantage, right? Since I'm coming out stealth.
Yeah,
There's
just
not
straight.
sneak attack.
Okay, that
Sorry?
will not hit.
Okay, well then I'm going to. Do I need to spend a key point in order to do a bonus action? That's a bit I can't remember.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I want to check.
In fact, okay, no, I need to. Right, then I will then spend another key point. And I'm just gonna unarmored attack and just try and whack him in the face.
Okay.
Bit of a slap. Oh, damn it.
Unfortunate.
So just like,
You tell stream what she got.
Oh, she got a 4.
4.
No, sorry.
Lucky.
8.
8,
8
yeah.
to hit.
Which sadly will not hit.
Yep.
Okay.
I figured.
Okay, next up is our guys. So, given the failed hit, our cultist is going to approach Blair and is going to make an attack with their scimitar. Okay. And that is a 14 to hit.
It hits.
And that is 7 slashing damage.
And now I'm bleeding.
You dead again?
Okay.
I can tell you that I feel like I'm at 7 health points right now. Out of 18.
You've got an accurate perception of your own well-being.
Our next cultist is going to move up to Maximilian. And it's going to make the same attack. Scimitar.
Bring it.
And that will be 13 to hit. Which I don't think hits. What's your armor class?
18.
Okay, so that misses. So he swings wide and it just scrapes off of your armor harmlessly.
Easy.
Lights got my back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our next cultist is going to start to move forward. He hasn't got any ranged attacks, so he's just going to start to slowly move forward towards you guys. And then our other guy is going to cast Inflict Wounds at let's see, at Pip.
Can I jump in front of him?
Not Inflict Wounds, actually, that's not going to be suitable for this. It's a bit of a pain.
No, not my cute little friend.
I mean, I can hide him on my back, right? We could be like Groot and Rocket.
Oh yeah.
No, in fact, he's gonna summon a spiritual weapon. So he's gonna summon a spiritual weapon, and he's gonna put that. So he's gonna. Oh, let me find a token for that. And
Oh,
summon a
magic
weapon,
swords. Look at that.
little weapon, and he's going to use that. He's going to make a melee spell attack against Pip.
My armor class is 18.
I like how long it takes to fight.
Well, we're not very experienced, So that's why it takes as long as it does, because we're not very good.
Hey, don't say that. Professional streamers.
Spell attack. So that will be 8 to hit, so that's going to miss, unfortunately. But the spiritual weapon does stay. Okay,
What
so
do you mean, unfortunately? What?
I know, he wanted you to get hurt, man.
Right?
so next up we have Amira. What would you like to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my acrobatics to get myself out of there. First off, couple of black flips.
So you'd like to move what back?
Oh no, actually, I'll go downstairs.
You're already downstairs.
Up the stairs, man.
Up the stairs.
You're leaving us?
I'm out of there. It's one. I look after myself now.
Abandoning us?
You're literally leaving us there?
Yeah, because I've got the ability to look after number one, and I'm sorry, I'm not in this shit now. I had me fight, I didn't win, and I'm out of there. I'm going, doing one. I'm using
So
my
you can
acrobats.
get that far in one turn.
Well, no, but I can backflip.
No, that's as far as you can go in one turn.
Alright, well, I'm closer than I was before.
Bravely run away.
You can choose to dash if you want. Use your action to run. To get another 30 feet. If you want to run away.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks.
This isn't my battle no more.
Okay, so Amira has left the battle zone.
That's what you get when you party with wenches, right?
I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
Hold
Why?
on. Where's that woman going?
Is at the top of the stairs, okay?
Did you not read my bio? It said I look after myself and I trust no one. I'm out of there.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Let me have a look.
What are you going to do? Make a phone call?
I'm
I
out of
won't
there.
believe what's going on in this warehouse.
And I'm going to use some of my rations because I'm a bit peckish.
Jesus.
What? I'm hungry. I'm having a snack.
So you ran away and had a snack.
Well, you can deal with it. I'll speak to you all after about it.
Okay, so Emma's at the top of the stairs eating a snack.
Can we retcon something a bit?
Orange slices.
So next up we have Maximilian.
Chris,
Mm-hmm.
just a sec. Can we retcon something? Because I just realised that Flurry of Blows, the bonus action attack with a key point, is actually 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah, go ahead. Make another attack.
23 to hit.
That will hit. 3 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Yay.
Sundays knows I'm having a hash brown
Prune.
and a Mars bar.
Was it my turn?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's your turn next, yeah.
Are we fighting fiends or undead by chance?
Sorry?
Are we fighting fiends and or undeads?
No, these
Or
are
they
demons.
humanoids?
They're humans.
There you alright. Cool. Well, first of all, I yelled to Em upstairs to get her skanky ass back into the fight and stop eating a hash brown and a Mars bar. We're fighting for our lives over here. And then I'll join Blair in attacking her target, right? And I'll use my bonus action Thunderous Smite as well as Sacred Weapon.
Ooh. Okay. So as an action, Thundering Strike is when you strike with your melee weapon.
Yeah?
So you can use your melee weapon as an action. Right? Which
So striking is an action or empowering my weapon is an action. Oh, okay, then I'll just strike and Thunderous Smite then, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Strike.
But wait, I didn't turn it off from the first place we visited, right? Like I turned on Sacred Weapon in the first place, you were like, yeah, there's not enough light.
Let me have a look.
What? Never mind. Make it too difficult. No reaction, by the way, from M, nah? It's like now I'm just sitting upstairs eating.
Yeah, so the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration,
You can't just leave the fight.
Can you now?
which is up to 1 minute,
I did.
so that would have passed quite a while before now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use an attack or you can use spiritual weapon, whatever you want to do.
I'll use sacred weapon then, yeah, and thunderous smite. I'll activate both of them, and I can't hit right now. That's fine.
Okay, so you summon the spiritual weapon. And where would you like to put it?
Where would I like my sacred weapon? Now, sacred weapon, not spiritual weapon.
Oh, no. Sacred weapon.
Yeah, imbue your flail with positive energy. Adds charisma modifier to attack rolls made with that weapon, and also a bit of a bright light. Weapon becomes magical.
Okay.
And can I? If I can't hit with it, right? Because it's one action, so I can't attack action anymore.
So look. As an action, you can imbue your 4 minute you add your. That's right. Yeah. So that is your. That will be your action.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
And so, did you want to use your bonus action for Thunderous Strike as well?
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Okay. Right. Is there anything else you want to do? Where's that?
Yell a bit more at the one upstairs eating a Mars bar. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And
I can't. I can't reply. I've got my mouth full up here. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Get down here. We need your help. You're not gonna be upstairs eating your Mars bars.
I've only got a little bit of hash brown left.
okay, Mike, if you want to go.
I want to hurl my javelin into the enemy that is closest to those two. In the north.
In the north. Okay.
I wish to hurl the javelin through his face. And then piss in it. As is tradition.
Okay, if you want to make an attack with your javelin.
9
do this. I want to piss on.
plus
5.
5. 14.
That will hit. That's 1d6 plus 3.
1.
Okay, so the javelin flies through over the heads of your allies and strikes him in the chest. He's still standing, but he's very hurt.
What a shitty javelin.
Okay, Nupps, you want to go?
What's a cantrip again? Can I use that alongside something else?
So a cantrip is a spell that doesn't cost a spell slot, so you can use that as an action.
Alright.
Blair, this time I think it looks like you need some help. I'll use Cure Wounds on Blair.
Okay.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
D8, I think.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
I'm sorry, Blair.
5.
5, okay. So yeah, if you regain 5 HP. Zoid?
Done it?
Yeah. Zoid?
I feel that like I'm at 12 out of 18 health points.
I just want to make
now.
sure you've
Feels
done it.
pretty
Okay,
good.
that's fine. Okay, and then we're back around to Zoe in the initiative order.
Well, seeing that this fella is still up, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike and try and maybe push the javelin further into his body.
Okay,
Poo-poo. 17.
that's going to hit. And
And then I'm
damage?
gonna roll the damage. It's for 6.
So you do a strike against the javelin, piercing it through the chest, and they kind of go stiff and fall to the ground.
Good job, Blair.
Okay, so one target down, guys. Anything else you want to do, Blair?
gonna spend my last key point.
Okay, cool. So on to our guy. So first thing we're going to do is have our cultist here move up, and it's going to make an attack against Pip. So it's going to attack with the scimitar, and that will be 17.
My armor class is 18.
So it strikes through. I mean, you're small and you're heavy, so you shouldn't really have trouble hitting you, but that armor's just not letting up. Strikes against it, just banging against the armor. It just can't get through.
Thank you, dwarves of Ironforge.
The second cultist kind of comes up against Maximilian here, finally able to get into combat, and will make a similar attack. And that will be a 9 to hit.
That's 6.
No, it's plus 10 modifier.
Oh. Can't get through the light. Come on now.
Cool. So the blade tries to slash against your armor, and again, just can't get through. You've seen these guys just are struggling to kind of fight against your armor there. And finally, the
That's why I go
fanatic
to the gym.
is going to move forward slightly. Still not quite into melee range. And as a bonus action, he's going to make an attack with his spiritual weapon. Okay. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Ooh. Oh, look.
And what's your armor class?
Were you asking me?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. So that will not hit, unfortunately. So the
Unfortunately.
spiritual weapon strikes against the armor. Can't get through. Okay. So next up.
Acceptable.
So next up is Jin.
I want to move. I'm coming to protect you, Pip. I want to run to Pip and protect him.
Okay. So where would you like to go? Just here?
I want to squeeze in that. There's a gap, is there?
You can go through this way.
Sure. And then I want to. We're going for the big swing on the axe.
Okay. So
I'll
yeah,
crush your skull.
if you make the attack with the great axe. So that's 9
That's
plus
14.
14. So that will hit. So if you make your damage roll.
Big damage, big damage, big damage, big damage.
16.
16.
It's not a d20.
Oh.
So your damage roll for the great axe is 1d12 plus 3.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so you use 7 damage. Awesome. Okay, next up we have Amira, who is upstairs eating a snack.
Well, I finished my snack actually, and I've been thinking about things, and I spotted in the distance in this warehouse. Now you won't believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I've spotted a jaguar, and I want to tame it with my animal handling skills, and I want to bring it down to combat with me.
So it would appear that Amira has eaten something contaminated and is now hallucinating and has seen a jaguar for some reason.
Why can't I find a jaguar?
Because you're in a warehouse in a city. That's why you can't find a jaguar.
But it's my own game, so I can find a jaguar if I like.
Okay, so yes, you can try and use an animal handling check to tame the imaginary jaguar.
Okay, well I'll do that. But it's not imaginary though, it's going down to fight and it's going to rip his face off.
Alright, darling. No problem.
Roll for
Tame
the
all
jaguar.
the jaguars
Yeah,
you
so
want.
roll an animal handling check.
What was in the hash brown, man?
Which one? I've been thinking about this while I've been eating. Which one is it?
Yeah, imagining
So
things.
d20 plus your animal handling modifier.
10.
So the jaguar kind of looks at you.
Wait, steady up. I hadn't done the other bit.
You said your modifier?
10 and what's the other thing? 1.
That's 11.
That's 11.
It's the
Quick
same.
maths.
It's the same. So the Jaguar approaches you, seems uninterested, and runs off, vanishing into vapour, as is imaginary.
Well, that's problematic.
Was that your entire plan?
Because I was kind of relying on that little guy to rip the face off our enemy. So I'll just stay put for now.
Just to stay put.
I'm going to wait for another one.
Okay. Maximilian, what would you like to do?
So I hear all of this going on upstairs, right? And I'm just shaking my head thinking we shouldn't have brought those hash browns. And I would very much like to, there's a cultist in front of me. I would hit it with all that I got.
Okay.
So my weapon's been imbued with Sacred Weapon, and I want to add the Thunderous Smite as a bonus action to that, and just bonk up with my flail like a BAM! Die.
Okay, very cool. Okay, yeah, so make your
I
attack
appreciate
roll.
if you make those sound effects if it hits.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to make your attack roll, so that'll be your attack roll plus, so it's d20 plus 5 plus your charisma modifier, and then okay, yeah, so it'll be d20 plus 5 plus your charisma modifier.
Alright, where do we click?
So, best thing to do is do it in the chat. So if you do like /roll 1d20 plus 5 plus your charisma modifier.
That can't be right.
Now, it's like this. So, I'll do it for you.
Oh, that works. I did
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, 12. Okay, so yeah, that does just hit. So, in spite of everything you've added, it does appear that was necessary because you just hit barely. Okay.
On a 2.
So yeah, roll your damage, and then you can add the damage from your Thunderous Strike, which I believe is 2d6.
Again, roll my damage, yeah?
Yeah, so you can roll the damage in there. So it's 1d8 plus 3 bludgeoning damage.
And then a d6 on top of that?
And then 2d6 on top of that.
Is it times 2?
Yeah, so it's 2d6, yeah.
Yeah, it's a R/R2d6.
So 15, yeah?
15 damage. You completely turn them to mulch in one hit.
Strong paladin!
Oh, that's good job there. Good job. Come upstairs and have a bite of this hash brown.
You can't see anything yet, Mary. You're on the other
I can
side.
hear them all celebrating. Don't you tell me what I can and can't do.
Get your ass down here, stop being high and hallucinating jaguars. We could really use your bow right now, or some acrobatics, or just flash them and distract them for a little bit. I don't care, just come down.
Fucking hell. And Pip, you're up.
Isn't he dead already?
Who?
The bad guy.
There's like 4 people.
Oh, I thought it was only 2.
You got ambushed
Bloody hell.
when you ran upstairs.
I'll use guiding bolt on the target furthest away from us.
Splitting DPS, you dick.
I'm expecting that Maximilian Nobleson will be smart enough to attack using my guidance.
Okay, so yeah, make a ranged spell attack against the target. So that's d20 plus your spell attack modifier. Which should be wisdom, I think.
8.
8 will not hit, I'm afraid. So the guiding light streaks forward and fizzles out, unfortunately, before it hits the target.
God damn it.
Good try though, Pip. I saw what you're trying to do, mate, but yeah, you know, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
Would you just do anything else?
Yeah, it's all right there, little Phil.
What else can I do?
Well, it depends whether you have a bonus action you can do.
Look at his wee little legs. You're so cute.
All small things need to be take.
Where do we see my bonus actions?
Or puns.
You see, it'll just be whether you have a spell that's suitable, that's all.
Right.
No, you don't. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yep.
Okay. Right, so let's bring us back around. So, Zoe.
Oh, wow, we'll all smush together.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. This one's still up.
Yep.
Right. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna run up to that one, and I'm gonna try and hit it with my bow staff, two-handed.
She'll zoom us in a little bit for you guys to see. Okay, so you're gonna
And
run up.
for 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
For 6 damage.
So you smack down on the target, and you crack their skull in one hit. The brain matter spilling all over the floor.
Go black! Look at that!
So
That was
only the big
excessive.
bad remains, guys. Only the big bad remains. But unfortunately, it's his turn next.
Sounds like a job for Chad Thundercock. My real name.
Okay, what do I want to do?
You wish, Baldy. Get in there. Get him.
Does that mean you got a cock full of thunder, or that your thunder is a cock?
Both. My balls shoot
Oh.
lightning and my cock shoots water. Thundercock.
Okay, so I think he's
Isn't mixing electricity and water like kind of not a good thing for down there?
so our guy's gonna make an attack against Chad Thundercock.
Oh no. Chad, please.
Chad.
Not like this, Chad.
Natural 20, which means it's a crit. Okay.
Oh, Chad is gonna take it in the nuts.
Chad's gonna take it to the nuts.
So I've got another attack after this, but this is the first one. So hit will be there.
Don't one
So
shot.
this is with a dagger, so it's not a huge amount of damage. D4.
Not when you dropped, maybe.
No, it's not. Where's... Take a more appropriate station of it, then we've got one. Okay. So that will be 10 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to mark that HP down.
Ah, I'm at 30 HP!
Yes, 10 pissing damage.
And then second attack will be 13 to hit. Which it does, as I can see.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I'm at 17 health!
Oh dear.
And that will be an additional 4 damage.
I got hit 3 times.
Twice. So the first one was a crit, so you get double damage.
Now I'm 13 health! God damn.
And your wife abandoned you. I mean...
Don't you know medicine, whore lady?
I've only got 1 point, and I'm saving it for myself.
And you also don't have a medicine kit, so there's not a huge amount you can do. Or medics
I'm
kit.
coming down in a minute anyway. I'm going to help you.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, and then with the spiritual weapon as a bonus action, he's going to take an attack against Pip with that.
Oh no.
No!
And that's a
That's a
natural
good
20 again. So that will be... that's D8. 7... 18 damage.
Oh no. Pip. I should have stayed.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have stayed.
But do you know what I do like? It's nice to know how much impact I've had on this team.
Jesus Christ.
I'm on the floor. What?
I'm on the brink of death here, boys.
I'll come down and save you all in a minute.
Okay, so next up we have Jin, the once bald.
I'm going for the biggest swing of the axe I can.
Oh, you're doing it in there. That will be a miss.
I missed.
Oh.
Great.
So I mean, I would suggest that in this scenarios maybe you want to use things like rage or
I don't know what they do. I'm about to read.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next up we have Emira, who is still upstairs, having failed to tame a jaguar that doesn't exist.
Well, I'm gonna come back down.
Hey.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand at the top of the stairs and shoot me longbow.
So you're going to be at the top of the stairs and you can shoot the longbow, okay?
Aiming it at the man.
Okay, so if you want to make your roll. So that is +5, so whatever you roll +5.
So it's a 7.
So the arrow streaks wide and just and barely clips Jin's ear, missing.
Oh God damn it!
Absolutely useless.
I should have stayed upstairs.
Glad you have you back on the team.
I tried, guys.
Okay.
Did you though? Did you really?
Can I shoot it again?
No, you only have one attack. So you have one attack as your main.
Okay. Well, next up, I'm gonna. Do nothing.
Yeah, you only had a bit of movement left, so you couldn't really take any other actions. Next we have Maximilian.
I'm gonna yell some more at Myra to just please get in here and fight rather than sitting on the staircase. And then I will take my sacred weapon imbued holy flail with a thunderous smite and I'll move next to my buddy and I'll hit the big guy in front of us. Or try to anyways.
Okay. So what were we using? Thunderous Smite?
Yeah, it's my bonus action. Like last time, right?
It's only the first attack after you cast it that has it.
Yeah, but I can use a bonus action every turn, right?
No, so like literally, so when you use the bonus action, you cast the ability.
He's doing it the other way around.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Like, I hit the dude, and my bonus action is to imbue it with Thunderous Smite, right?
Yeah, that's probably okay actually. Check.
Alright, what do I roll?
Spells. Doesn't hit a million. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so make your attack with your flail.
So it's a regular d20?
D20 plus your modifier, so that'll be +5. 7. Oh no. So you swing your flail around, try and strike him. Unfortunately, it does miss.
Oof. Alright. I tried.
Okay. Next up we have Pip.
Come on, Pip!
I use command on the cultist.
Use command, okay. See how this goes. Okay, let's try this then. Just checking the stats. Okay. I'll just check what your spell DC is.
Oh.
I know. Sorry, Em. It's just a lot.
Not you. Can't get my shoe off.
Just try and get a shoe off.
I can't get my shoe off. It's stuck on my fucking foot.
Like a shoe.
Like a shoe. Like
Uh,
a really bad shoe.
that would be a fail. So, you may speak a one-word command to my character.
One word command.
Grovel.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So he gets on the falls prone and ends the turn. So while the character is prone, you have advantage on the attacks, I believe. Just check.
Yep. That is true.
Trying to remember all these things.
You should have said to start.
It's just a kill yourself.
No, because it was one word.
Suicide.
No.
Okay, yep. That's fine. So next up will be Zoe.
I get advantage. Right. Then I'll see that the
Melee advantage,
Start
disadvantage on
grovel.
ranged, yeah. That's fine.
and then I'm gonna grab my bow staff. I'm gonna try and whack him on the head again.
Okay, cool.
I believe that's a 12.
Did you roll with advantage? I don't think you did.
No, I did not.
So yeah, just roll one more time.
Okay. 12.
Let's see. That is going to miss, unfortunately, just barely, but it's not going to have an effect.
Well, then I'm gonna spend my final key point and do a flurry of blows,
Mm-hmm.
and just gonna whack him with my hands and my feet. Here we go. So first attack's for 11. That's probably not gonna hit. And then the second attack, 14.
So were these again done with advantage?
No, god damn it. Hut. So,
Yeah. So
14 and 20.
yeah. So the first one hits, second one crits. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, if you
So
roll your damage on the first hit for me.
that's a 3
3.
and a 4, 7 total.
Well, second one's a crit, so that's one double, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll it again?
No, it's fine. So 8,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Vicious.
Spicy lady.
Okay, so my character's turn. So he's going to spend half of his movement to get back up from the prone position.
Well, hang on there a minute.
Mhm.
Since I cast Flurry of Blows with my open hand technique, the character must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, if it does not save, then he remains prone
Get wrecked, nerd.
Oh shit! Okay.
and gets
Get
pushed back
wrecked.
50 feet away.
Kapow!
That to you.
Tiger Palm!
So that is a 11 on the dexterity. What's the DC?
I do not know. It's against the flag.
Yeah, I guess.
Then it needs to be a 15.
In which case, then no. He is still prone.
Everybody else gets advantage.
So yeah, so you have everyone in melee, so Amira won't, she'll have disadvantage, but...
Awesome turn, Blair.
Okay, nice. So next up will
Well,
be...
Yankee.
will be Mike.
I cast Rage to smash the prone idiot.
Okay. So you are now raging. And what else would you like to do?
Smash him with the axe in the face. He's lying on the floor, right? This guy's going down.
Okay, yeah, so if you make your attack.
12. 17, sorry.
That'll hit. And you can roll again, actually. You'll take the best of the two. This one you already did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and more damage, so 1d12 plus 3.
10 plus 3.
13 damage, nice.
13 damage! Hoo, hoo, hoo!
Okay. Next up
I love when the
is...
microphone just spiked and went after there. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Next up is Amira. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm not using my longbow again because I've used it twice and it was shit. So, I'm going with my whip.
I mean, you're quite far away, so...
Too far for a whip?
I mean, you can walk. You can try and walk up to them, but you've only got 30 feet of movement because you ran away earlier.
And how far away is it?
5, 10, 60 feet.
Oh, bloody hell. Can I not use some acrobatics and then get a bit closer?
No. You could dash, but that will cost you an action.
I'll dash.
But you won't be able to attack when you arrive.
Oh, I'm not dashing. I'm going to use me longbow.
Okay. So you can do that with...
Longbow again.
So you roll that, so you're at disadvantage because he's prone. So roll...
Well, can I crouch down and use it?
No.
Why?
Well, see, he's lying on the floor, so you can't see him properly. So when you try and attack him with the bow, you can't really hit him very well.
So what are you saying is I can't do anything?
Well, I mean,
Maybe if you'd stayed in the fight.
you might have been a bit more useful.
There are consequences to your actions, one.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Right,
boy.
But
well, you know what?
You can attack with the bow, and you still might do it. It's just
Useless
statistically,
prick.
You have reduced your chances of doing it.
Well, do you know what then? I'm not doing now.
Doing
I'm just
now.
gonna... What's the point there? What are you laughing at? You're all having a go at me. This is why I look after myself.
Hey, just get closer. You can use a bow later. Come back.
You can move a bit and then get within range to actually use your bow.
No, I've had enough now. Right, alright, I'll move up a bit. Move me up a
We're kicking
bit.
up the guild. I'm feeling a drama time story coming on, to be honest.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
And now can I have a little bit of a dash?
You can dash, yeah. So, what would you want to get? Melee range?
Yeah.
I'll put you sort of there.
Right, now you can all thank me later when I finish him off.
Okay.
Sure you will.
She's the best at that.
That's my speciality.
Right, Maximilian, what would you like to do?
I'd like to move behind our enemy and just try to smack him again.
Okay, go for it.
Because we got advantage and everything now, right? So I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use
so you
thunder
got-
smite.
You got advantage in melee, so yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So roll d20 plus 5 again.
Yeah, d20 plus 5. Oh,
That was
nice,
a
that's really good.
plus 5.
Yeah. And you can actually roll again. Because you got
The same
advan-
thing?
Yeah, because you got advantage, so you take the best of the two rolls. That will definitely hit. 25 will definitely hit. Natural 20 means that it's a crit, so it was definitely worth doing because you now get the double. So it'll be 2d8 plus 3.
Like so? Oh, that works. Nice.
Yeah. 16 damage. How would you like to finish him off?
I want to look at M, and I want to scold her for abandoning this battle, eating a little snack upstairs like we actually need her in this party, Like she's not just a wench that was lucky enough to come along with us, right? And then I show her the might of the holy light as I just massive beam of light flail this guy into a puddle of nothingness while looking M right into the eyes.
Wow. Yeah. You do it. You strike down on the person below. He looks afraid. He's realizing it's the end, despite all the promises that have been made to him regarding his future and death. Strikes down, and he's gone. Dead.
But I'm not impressed.
I don't care what you think. You're like nothing to me. Please go away.
Okay, guys. So you have killed these guys off.
Hey!
So what would you like to do now?
I wanna high five Blair because I feel like that grovel plus keeping him prone was the key to the battle.
I say we go
Kneel
for
down
beer and
and
celebrate the
do a
battle.
little low five.
I want to
Yeah.
check him for silver.
Yeah.
You're checking for silver. Okay. So checking the body. Can you make an investigation check, please? Roll d20 plus your investigation. So it's like all the other checks. So you should look at the. If you look at your character sheet. One sec. Jesus Christ. Right. So if you look for where it says investigation. Down. It's in that second table.
0.
So it would just be the straight roll. So what did you get?
9.
So you don't find any money. But you do find a note.
Oh, I've got a note.
So on the note, it states essentially that these individuals have been tasked to head to this warehouse under the orders of Baron Titus Rivendare to assist in the distribution of contaminated grain across the city in the preceding days and weeks. This warehouse has been used as the distribution centre for the corrupted grain, and this is part of their plan to assist in spreading the scourge to the city of Stratholme.
Oh, that note sure likes enough to bring back to Captain that gave us the mission and pick up 100 gold pieces.
Correct. We should report straight to him.
Let's head out, folks.
Awesome. Okay, great. So you guys just want to head out of the warehouse, yeah?
Do you agree, Maximilian?
I was still enjoying that moment where I killed the guy, but yeah, I'm down with reporting back to the captain. I'm really ready to get this mission over. Away from Emma as I can.
Okay, great. So you guys can head out. I'm just going to try and fix Zoe's cam. For some reason, it's gone again
Did I go?
on the screen.
Yeah, you guys have not been on the Discord cam either. I'm looking at you on stream, but
Is it over here? There we go. I'll just fix it as we
Okay,
go.
cool.
Okay, guys. So you head out and you head through the city back, kind of the way you came. Now, guys can go and head over to the. That's the wrong camera.
I think that Discord cam just closes every now and again, so
Yeah, it
just
should
ask
be-
not
it
to
should-
reopen it.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't change. It's changing order.
I think it's my laptop turning off the camera every now and then.
Bit weird. Okay, so the guard captain told you guys to find him in the guards' quarters on the King's Square when you were ready. So is that where you would like to head?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so heading through the city, you kind of pass back through the market district, much the same as it was before. If anything, I would say it's gotten a little less pleasant, right? Kind of the mood has started to turn a little bit more, and actually, it's a little bit deserted compared to how it was before. There's a lot less people around, so it would seem that something kind of strange may be going on. So, would you guys like to continue?
Does anybody see
I don't
anything
know, man.
suspicious?
I mean, this whole town is deserted right now.
The area, there are some people milling around, and there's still some guards here and there, but there isn't that many people around at the moment.
It's a little quiet in here, or the voices stop.
I have no perception to it at all.
Not really, no. I mean, there's not really much to perceive here at the moment, just because there's not that many people around. So you guys head down towards King's Square, and you can see the captain kind of. He's standing outside the guards' barracks, right? He's talking to a few of the guards, and you can see that there's kind of a congregation of people near the front of the city gates. A large number of guards are there, and a large number of civilians. And they all seem to be focused on something near the front gate.
Oh.
We should go and check this out. It could be huge.
Do you know, I think it might be a jaguar. I saw it run off and I don't know where it went. Do you think they're looking at a jaguar?
So as you guys kind of head towards the front, and the guard captain kind of waves you over, and he seems distracted, right? Because there's clearly something going on. But he asks you if you found anything.
You gonna hand him the note?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to look for a jaguar. I did find something, and it was a little note that said the Raven's Claws, whatever they're called, were distributing bad grain across the city. And there were some baddies in a warehouse, and these guys killed them, and I fucked off for a snack. And basically, that's what's happened.
So he looks at you, and he kind of like says, it's like he's listened, but it's like he can't make sense of it. So he takes the note from him and reads it and goes, oh, okay, that's it. And he looks at it and he's kind of aghast, and he doesn't really believe it, is kind of the response that you see. Because to hear that Rivendare, who is one of the most respected and renowned families in Stratholme, one of the greatest noble families in Lordaeron, would be involved in such a thing is completely unheard of. So he's kind of staring at it, and he doesn't really get it. And you start to hear the commotion from the front. You start to hear a murmur among the crowd, and you start to hear the clatter of armour from the front. And he kind of looks over, and he starts to realise something's going to happen. So he puts the note away already, because he's like, okay, he's in job mode, right? So he kind of leads you guys to the front. Do you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
So stepping through, I'm just going to get our map set up so you guys can see a little bit better.
Hi, Rob. Hi, Rob. The office.
Oh, sweet Moses. Don't leave this time.
Oh. Oh, this.
Just wait for it to load, and I'll switch it over.
Oh, alright. Oh no.
So, as you step forth into the crowd, and you can see there are various people milling around,
No.
you see
Oh, no.
a troop of Lordaeron soldiers, and in the centre of them there is a man astride a massive white charger. Blonde hair, billowing in the wind, piercing eyes, and gleaming armour, trimmed in gold.
This looks like one for me.
Beautiful, well-crafted blue cloth streaming between the armour, emblazoned with the badge of Lordaeron. Now, you guys know who this is. Everyone knows who this is by sight. Well, maybe not Emma. Right. The person that you're seeing, and you almost can't believe it, is the Crown Prince of Lordaeron. One of the greatest paladins in existence. Sorry?
I'll check that laptop, mate.
This one?
Got Caracas.
Yeah.
Arthas
Arthas Menethil. Now, the crowd is amazed by this, right? To see such a person come through, right? They've never seen anything like it. And in the centre, near the actual prince himself, you can see is the mayor of the town, the magistrate. Used to be a paladin, so he's quite fit, but he's getting on in years. And he's stepping up to the prince, and Arthur steps down from the horse, classes down in his armour, and steps over to the magistrate. And of course the magistrate is bowing in respect. And my prince, it's a great honour to have you here. What brings you to our fair city today? And he almost doesn't even look at him. He looks around, and he's looking at the citizens of the city, at what they look like. And he looks disgusted. He looks angered almost about the rumours that he's heard are true. Finally, he notices the magistrate in front of him, and his hammer slips down in his grip towards the base.
Ooh.
Oh, I like the thought of him holding his hammer at the base.
You're not gonna.
He brings up the hammer and brings it across the magistrate's head in one smack, crushing the skull in one hit. Brain matter and blood sprays across the cobblestones, and of course, the citizens look on in horror. Their leader has been killed in one hit. The Lordaeron soldiers bring shields up, bring swords out, into combat position, and Arthas looks out across the city and orders it be purged.
Oh dear.
Pandemonium immediately ensues as citizens begin to run around trying to find a way out. And here you are in the midst of everything as the soldiers kind of move forward and start hacking away at civilians left and right with almost complete abandon. Out of the buildings around you, and there are many buildings around you, you begin to see things emerge. Unnatural things. Rotting corpses walking. It would seem the infection was further spread than you expected. Out from the doorways emerge plague zombies in great numbers as the infection takes hold of Stratholme. They engage the soldiers, and you are well and truly surrounded.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
I want to get a better view here.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I have Blade Storm?
No, you don't. Zoom in a bit.
Do
Alright,
I
don't
have...
worry, it's Prince Arthas, a fellow paladin. All we need to do is go have a little chat with him. We'll join the troops, we'll purge the city, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
So is that what you want to do, Novel?
I was thinking of purging the city.
Yeah, I want to join up with Team. Are you kidding me? We are right now. There's
You
a
traitor!
zombie over there. There are zombies all around us.
He murdered our magistrate, our mayor!
Ah, he's probably infected, ain't he? Like, we've tried to find a cure for this disease, and all we
Yeah.
found so far is cultists. Clearly, everybody who has been infected must die.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
I side with the zombies.
You sided with the zombies?
I will not stand by this traitorous paladin. Or his blonde-haired little loser friend.
So, we're dropping Bald Man off with the zombies. Everybody else who's down with joining the living, you all good with joining Arthas, yeah?
Yeah,
Blair's
I'm
kind of just gone
gonna...
insane from seeing all the zombies, so she's just kind of screaming and running around going, "I'm do it.
I'm gonna go with Blonde Man, so whoever's going with him, I'm
And I'm teaming up with the zombies.
Get room for what you want to do. Come on.
Down
Join
with
the living
paladins.
side.
Don't go with them, no.
Join me.
I'm not sure what to do here. This looks like a really bad situation for us, but I trust the paladin. I follow Mr. Nobleson.
Yeah.
So Nobleson,
Come on, Bob.
what would you
Let's
like to
have a
do?
chat with Arthas.
Purge the city.
So you're going to walk over to Arthas, who is currently in the process of smashing civilians to pieces.
Yeah, I want to offer him our services to our prince and be like, we will join you as you are eradicating the city of a sickness. We understand that you are having a hard time right now, but we will help you.
I think that's a really good idea.
It's just yelling off into the city. Even they will help out. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna offer him my services and all.
Okay, so Noble and Emma, you're both approaching Arthas. Is everyone else going?
I'm with the zombies.
So what are you doing specifically? What would you like to do?
Killing paladins.
So you're going to attack Maximilian?
And Maximilian. I'm just
No,
going
he says the zombies that gets eaten.
well, they're on my team.
Okay.
Right, well I think we purge
To be honest,
this
you're all
guy.
fucked. I'm going to town with everybody.
Let's purge in.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Right, okay. I was not expecting this, but that's part of the fun, I suppose.
What the fuck was that?
Roll for me. Something happened in the kids' rooms.
Google.
Careful with your attire.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see if I can ball
Balzac.
sack. Right, so I guess it's PvP time, I guess.
Can I
Does this
convince the
happen?
bot man? Like, I'm quite
I mean, it's
charismatic.
your
Can't
choice what
convince
happens.
this dummy to join us?
I mean, this seems like such a disadvantaged situation for us. I think the only thing we can do is help Arthas purge the city, right?
Yeah, right. He is a prince, after all, and a good paladin, good man. Always has been.
Okay, great. Alright,
And
so
look, can I convince the bot man? Is what I'm asking. Like, I want
No,
to get.
he's done for. Leave him. Let's purge him.
okay, so we'll deal with Jin in a second. So would you like to? So you're going to try and approach Arthas, are you?
There's no.
Yeah, I just want to join his side and his services. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys approach. So he's he's pretty covered in blood by this point. He's probably killed about 20 or 30 civilians already. And there's kind of some zombies milling around engaging the soldiers. So you wander up, you're a paladin of the Silver Hand, although he's not aware of who you are because you're still very junior. So you walk up to him, and what would you like to do? Say.
What was that?
Some toys to.
Greetings, my prince. It is I, a fellow member of the Silver Hands. I'm surprised that you've never heard of me since I joined after Stormwind fell, so I joined before you. But still, I understand the necessity of what you're doing right now. This is my motley crew that has been trying to investigate what's been going on with the plague. We have not found a cure, but we understand the choice that you're making, Prince. It's a hard one. But we trust in the light, and I show him a little bit of light on my hand, show him that we're not infected. And we would very much like to join your side in purging this city.
Okay.
For Borderon, after all.
Make,
Always for Borderon.
make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Okay,
Can I help him with my guidance?
So guidance will help with this. It might do actually. What's one's targeting roll? Yeah, you can do. So you can have 1d4 if you want to add to your score.
Whose room is it?
Let's see.
16. So are you giving him guidance?
Mm-hmm. Do I roll?
So yes, roll 1d4.
What does this
and
mean?
just for, I was yelling this at Arthas, I'm
Yeah, I
not
was
like
confused
right
by that
up
as well,
his
I do it on
face
the
'cause
app.
he's busy.
Ah, this is busy now.
Do I just type D4?
Yes, just do a /1 R1d4.
R?
I'll do it. It's fine.
Oh.
3. Okay, so that gives you a total of 19, which is actually really impressive. You did do a pretty good roll there. But, I mean, you're approaching the Crown Prince of Lordaeron, who's currently in the midst of destroying the civilians.
A fellow paladin of the Silver Hand, come on now!
You're also with a motley crew of individuals, one of which appears to be somewhat contaminated due to suffering from because they ate a contaminated snack earlier.
Snakes!
So I'm afraid the DC on this was extremely high. I mean, basically a natural 20 is what you would have needed in this scenario. So he looks at you, and he looks at the crew that you have with you, and he looks down at you again, and he says, "You paladins of Uthas abandoned us, abandoned me, when your duty was needed most." And he grabs his hammer, and he's going to make an attack against you, I'm afraid.
Even me.
He's gonna attack Maximilian first.
Can I throw him in front of it?
Yeah, so you're in front. Okay.
My prince, what are you doing? You told everybody you had the courage to stand at your side, to stand with you, and here I am, I'm standing with you! Why would you do this? No.
You're fucked.
I'm not making this up, guys. That's a natural 20.
Are you gonna make Arthas one-shot me?
Fucking clown paladin. Join the Snades!
I did.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I want to join your team.
I want a bubble heart, please. Can I?
So you take 25 bludgeoning damage.
Well, I have 0 health left.
So Arthur strikes out with his hammer. He caves in your armor in one strike. You are now unconscious.
Yay!
Yay!
So at this point, he's almost done with you at this point. Like he's satisfied. He's like wrecked you basically. So you are now unconscious. So he's now moving on to smashing through some other civilians. So what would the rest of you like to do at this point?
I want to kill Maximilian.
I'd like to go on Mike's team.
It's a shambles, this pie.
Yeah, I mean you fucking gone crazy. Right, so Mike, you want to make an attack against Maximilian?
Oh wait, let me think about this. Is it my go next?
I mean, we haven't rolled initiative. This is literally just happening simultaneously.
Wait,
So.
I want to make an attack on Maximilian.
I want to go for Nupps.
What have I done?
I feel you're stronger than her.
Are you afraid
No,
I'm
I'm
infected?
gonna go for Arthas.
You're going to go for Arthas.
My friend Maximilian has fallen, and I must avenge his paladin ways by
Right.
killing that paladin.
Okay.
Smog.
Make an attack roll.
$15 plus 5, 20.
That's not enough, dude.
Alright. Well, there it is.
I'm going to make an attack on the blonde guy.
Against Arthas.
Him.
Okay.
17 plus
5, right?
6.
It's not enough. You can't penetrate his armor.
I'm going to seduce him.
Okay.
You think he's gonna stop butchering people for a beach?
It might take 5 minutes.
Make a persuasion roll.
17.
So you rolled a... Was that a 7?
Oh,
7.
7.
So yeah, 7
sorry.
plus your persuasion modifier, so if you check that.
1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably 1. It is ineffective. He is
You haven't heard what I've got to offer.
a holy paladin who is
Oh.
currently in the midst of destroying the civilians of a city. His dick is the last thing he's thinking
He
of.
needs a break.
Right?
I mean, he had Jaina last night, so I don't think he's really interested now.
Miri's going to make an attack against you. You've kind of made it necessary.
Oh no, he's going to kill me.
Yep.
So that's 23 to hit, which I think probably hits.
Yeah, but he don't kill me though. I've still got 2 health points left.
Well,
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
I don't know what that means.
It means you're
take 11
unconscious.
off
Oh, I'm unconscious. I'm not dead.
that. Oh, it does. 28 in total.
Total, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 28 in total. You're out.
Ah. Well, that's unfortunate, but I can go to bed. And you're all still sat here.
Well, you're unconscious, so you're not dead yet.
Oh god.
Right,
Who's
would
next?
anyone else like to do anything?
I'm so frightened by all the bloodshed. I run away as far as I can.
So you're going to run. Okay, so where would you like to go? Zoe? What's that?
And like, kind of, I mean, I'm gonna grab Pip. I'm gonna tuck him under my arm like a pigskin ball, and I'm just gonna try and get the fuck out of here, over this wall, I guess.
So that's city walls, so it's impassable terrain.
God damn it.
So you can head back towards. Onto the map. So you can kind of head this direction. And so there's the main entrance at the front, but that's covered by a lot of guards. And there's the exits to the two districts, one to Market Row, and the other to Festival Lane. Over here.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my friend Pip. I'm gonna run away.
And where would you two like to go?
What?
So which direction are you go running? Just back towards the back of the square?
Yeah, the festival lane? Is that what it says?
Okay, so we'll see about that
Over
far.
here.
Okay, Maximilian is down, Amira is down, and what about you?
I'm going for killing.
You're going to attack Arthas again.
Right, I am.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Little bitch. Arthas is a bitch. I've already killed him twice. 20.
So natural 20, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so that is going to hit. It's a critical success. So you can roll damage.
4.
So
Plus
that will
5,
be
9.
Yeah. So 9. He seems largely unfazed by the damage.
Noble gifted 10 subs.
Thank you, Nupss. Just come over here next time.
Oh, Zoe's gifted 5.
Aw.
So he's gonna make an attack roll in.
Alright, bring it on, pussy.
Trying to buy my way back into the game.
So that will be 13 to hit. I think it does.
I think it's exactly.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ha! Pussy, told you. 1 health point left.
Okay. So back to Zoe and Pip. Are you going to continue to run? Well, I think Zoe's carrying you.
Yeah, I'm leaving it up to Blair since she's got me really tight underneath her arm.
Oh yeah. we're gonna make it out of here. I'm gonna try.
Okay, so you're going to keep running, yeah? Alright.
This way.
Yeah. Okay, so you make it near enough to Festival Lane so you can kind of disappear into there. And coming back, what would you like to do, Jin?
You know what I want to do.
Still?
Of course.
Okay,
Fuck this guy.
Make an attack roll.
Fuck this guy. Coming to my town. 4.
It doesn't hit. Again, he's irritated. I mean, you're not doing any damage, but he's irritated by
I've
you
already killed this guy.
enough to finish you off. Well, that's going to miss, actually.
Little bitch.
So he's going to use a legendary action.
Oh.
Strike forth another attack.
What you call him? Legendary action.
So, yeah, that's going to hit. So you take 8 damage.
Right, I'm on -7, so I'm okay, right? Just put -7 in here.
And you're unconscious. So for all intents and purposes, you three are out of the battle.
Have you tried using
You have attempted to attack a target that was far beyond your reach. And
It's not true.
were thoroughly destroyed as a result.
Kingslayer.
So...
Cockslayer.
Yeah.
So it really comes down. It's
Yes.
Pip and Blair. Like you're the only people surviving. So are you? So are you going to continue through Festival Lane?
Should use Death Strike.
Yeah, I reckon we gotta try and get out of here.
getting good?
So where in the city would you like to go?
I don't know this place real well.
I trust your judgment, Blair.
I'm just gonna run away from people.
There's nowhere to go.
So as you exit Festival Lane, you kind of get onto Festival Lane. You kind of get back into the city proper. It's largely deserted. You do see the occasional plague zombie walking around, but it's in fairly small numbers. You gather that the majority of the city's populace has already been killed or converted, and seem to be elsewhere. In terms of locations, there's a couple of places that you could go. You have the option of the chapel, which is where you went before. But as far as you know, the only way out of the city was through the front gates that you were not able to get through.
So, you're fucked as well. In summary.
So, is there anything you would like to try?
Well, what if we climb on top of the chapel and just wait it out?
So you would like to try going to the chapel?
What do you reckon, my little friend?
You might get immunity inside the chapel.
I reckon the chapel's the best option and probably our only one.
Try playing dead.
Well, alright then. We're gonna...
So-
I'm gonna carry little Pip into the chapel.
So as you guys
No
make your way to the
attention,
chapel, you kind of weave around a couple of zombies here and there. Some scared civilians trying to run away. Occasionally you do see a city guard trying to fight off the zombies, but mostly you try and pass that. And you finally arrive at the chapel itself. Now, as you approach, the doors are barred, so everything's shut off. But as you kind of approach, you can actually see someone poke their head out. And you notice it is the Archbishop, still seemingly alive.
Archbishop, do you have anything to offer us? The entire city's gone to hell.
So he kind of ushers you in. So he's kind of seen some of the commotion going on. And he tries to bring you inside. And he asks about your comrades, about the guard captain, about anyone else. Has anyone survived?
No, it's over. I'm not sure what to do.
Well, I'm afraid these are the consequences of not using teamwork. Interestingly.
My bio said every man for himself.
Mine said that.
High five. Get fucked, y'all.
Excuse you. It's not my fault Arthas didn't recognize me as a proper paladin, right? In that moment, he would have used every single person he could find.
I mean, if you recall, he sent all the paladins home.
If you recall, he
Oh,
told
God.
everybody who had the strength to stand with him to follow him into battle. So if a random...
So the Archbishop ushers you through. He bars the door shut, and he looks terrified. Right, he's seen. There's already people in the chapel who have died from their injuries that he's tried to let in. There's even like the corpse of a zombie or two that's been fought off, but frankly by whoever was left inside. And he grasps you by the shoulder blade, and you as well. He says, "There is one other way out.
You've got to bash the bishop.
There are sewers beneath the city, which are a way through, and potentially that may be your way to safety. And they can be accessed through the catacombs underneath the church."
You want to give it a go, Blair?
Well, I'm already covered in brains and blood and guts and piss. Sure, why not? Let's go for the sewers.
It's not that much piss.
Okay, so the Archbishop ushers you into the sewers, to the catacombs beneath the church. He pushes you through, and he locks the gate behind him, because he knows he has to stay to try and help every single person he can, and he just wishes you luck as best he can. And he says, please try and make it free. If you do, warn the kingdom of what's coming, because if you don't, this may be the end of the kingdom of Lordaeron. And so you can head down into the catacombs. Now, normally there was more to go, but at this stage, given that half our team is now dead, and many of the points are not present to do that. So we will say that you were able to escape through the sewers, fighting the occasional undead along the way, and you were successfully able to escape the city to live another day.
Well done, you two.
We did it, Blair!
That's not canon, by the way. It's not canon. Noble, your thoughts on the canonity?
I am not gonna argue with RDM. Alright?
Can we have a round of applause for Chris?
I mean, Arthas should have gone for the Gucci and everything should have been fine, you know?
Chris, we've been putting this together for a while. Those maps and stuff were fantastic, Chris.
Yeah, it's
a
funny.
really good idea.
I wish
for
you
a
could have
D&D
seen the other one.
That's okay.
What, is there
To be
another
fair,
map?
Yeah.
I kind of thought when he showed up, this was like we were surrounded on all sides. That's why I went for him. I thought the city would be flooded by zombies and all sorts.
Oh. Yeah,
So the idea was to run away from everything, yeah?
Yeah, so there were some additional plot points in regards to kind of where it would have eventually gone. The way you chose to go, I absolutely did not expect.
You really didn't expect us to attack him?
Yeah.
Join
no way.
him!
The dude's a legendary paladin.
I'm a legendary killer.
You're level 3, you're like barely an adventurer.
What level's he?
I mean, he'd be the equivalent of like level 20. I guess.
Noble, have you played it before?
Do a what?
Have you played this before?
He has, yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Why?
stuff.
I just wondered.
Would you like to show off the rest you had, Chris?
Alex from Federals TV.
Mhm.
But
That's
I'm no pro at it.
No, that was my second ever game, and my first game was an hour, maybe. That was my first ever one.
That was so like
Were you stressed?
weird. In a way, yeah. Just I mean, one, it's just obviously not knowing everything, and it slows everything down. I appreciate. I imagine it must take a lot of practice to be a good DM. I don't even imagine how people muddle through it a lot of the time. But
It was fun though.
the main thing was
You did really well.
making something fun for people to watch along,
Mhm.
even if it was a train wreck. So,
I think it was a train wreck.
I never played anything like
so
that.
I hope you guys actually did enjoy it, even if it wasn't like a normal narrative, I guess. I hope you guys still had fun anyway.
Indeed.
Did we play it like it was supposed to be?
No.
No, not at all.
Did we not?
No, not at all.
I was really trying.
Yeah, but even I have no idea how it should go. Like when we're in a situation like in that bakery, I just think, I mean, what options do I even have? Where would I even go? There's some. I imagine if you've played it a dozen times, you know, oh, door, oh, cabinet, stuff like that.
It's always a
It's
tricky
difficult with
thing.
microphones as well.
So I mean, I'm sure there are many people in the audience that watch a lot of D&D, and so I, like many, found it through Critical Role, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have an idea about how D&D should go, right?
Mm.
But it's not easy to do that.
No.
Is it meant to be very, very serious?
It can be funny, but generally there is kind of narrative,
Mm.
and people tend to kind of genuinely roleplay.
I was role playing.
I
But-
was role playing.
The most important thing is that it was fun and funny.
Mm.
That's what this event's all about. So,
Indeed.
you know, that's what it comes down to.
Well played, Mr. Chris. You did wonderful stuff there. And thank you, Noble and Zoe, for sharing that time with
Yeah,
us.
thanks for. I know, like Noble gave up a very good evening to join us
Oh,
tonight.
Noble.
So even after yesterday where we fucked it up. So thank you, Noble, again for joining us. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I love you
Of
very
course,
dearly.
Chris. Thank you very much for hosting this, man. This was a ton of fun, honestly. And Zoe for just properly carrying us and putting
Oh,
bosses underneath
Zoe
us and
was,
shit, becoming one with the wall.
So was DPS
I didn't do
monster.
anything.
Yeah, no, I mean I've got to say, like, I mean, like having everyone here like not really know how to play D&D very much. Having you there as someone who's much more experienced was invaluable. Just to like get the combat going, because otherwise, these guys may not have even succeeded. So,
I don't think we did succeed. We
well,
tried.
even during the previous battles, I should say.
True. Well, we have an early start tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah, we actually do. We do. What time? 7:30.
Yeah, we need to be
Earlier
leaving
than
here
that.
at 7 a.m.
Let me just double check the times.
Even
Bro,
we leave at
get your sleep and food in, man.
6:45,
You're like
50.
running
Yeah,
on
go to
fumes.
bed.
Yeah, indeed.
So what time do we want to be here?
6. Right, what, 6:45 we're leaving here?
Yeah.
So 6:30 you need to be here.
6:30. Okay.
So 6:30 AM stream start. Easy. I am going to sort my bed out. Thank you again, Noble. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you all wonderfully. Chris will move us to transition screen
Yeah,
for a few minutes and we'll get set up for the evening. Thank you, everybody. It's been wonderful. Let's go sort this out.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Arthas? I haven't got a fucking clue. But I'm also like, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm moving on.
I mean, that's just a man thing. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
He's back at work.
Yeah, I'm like, you okay? Yeah, alright. Game on. Yeah, I'm not doing the question and answer thing like for life. That's
There's
not
never
happening.
anything wrong though, is there?
Yeah, of course, it's life, but yeah.
Who concedes first in a fight?
I find that hard because we don't really fight.
I wonder why. I give up. I give up. I give up.
We don't though, do we?
No, everything's great. I give up. Help! Help!
We don't though. Do we?
No, but no, not really.
No, we don't, do we?
No, not really. But most of the time, I can't be bothered.
I can't either.
I just can't be arsed fighting. I've got other shit to do. Go to the options menu and sign out with the controller. Have your friend with the keyboard start the game. Once in the overworld, you with the controller press any button. It should sign you as Mugman. At least it worked for us last night.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
I'm proud. I was plugging in the webcam instead of the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I know why the mouse wasn't working now.
Yeah, you gotta plug that thing in.
Yeah. Who's making the game? No! I thought it was... What am I doing, man?
Watch the blue come at you.
Oh, no! Might get me. Oh, no!
Come. Relax. We're fine. We're fine. Just calm down.
I'm so terrible at this game.
It's fine. Stay calm. Stay loose.
No! Instead of death.
All right, we're through.
Okay.
All right, let me get the thing first. Oh, you get it.
Shows you a Scottish accent. All right, 1 minute. Let me just get it right. Oh no, they're not put my hash brown in. So I went to McDonald's and I'm missing my hash brown, and I know it's not a big thing to you, like, but I really would like my hash brown because I have paid for it, you know. And
Are
I
you
just
copying this off of someone you actually?
no, this is my my Scottish accent because obviously I've been to Scotland a lot and I do actually know how to speak Scottish. And when I'm over in Scotland, I have like an iron brew, and I quite like an iron brew with a Mars bar. You know, that is my Scottish accent.
3, now stop the legs, let's warm up the shoulders. Take it side.
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4, really stretch out that back.
Good.
Oh, I
Come
just
back,
fell
just
bone
down,
down.
just
You're
hold
good. You
it.
got this, mate.
Stretch
Oh,
it
real
out,
stretch it.
Incredible health.
Hold on the other side.
Oh yeah.
One stretch to the front of the leg.
stretch.
Hold
Dude,
it
I feel
there.
it burn.
Hold it. 5, 6. Now let's change our foot position a little bit. Take the right leg in front, hold it down as you keep the chest up, the abdominals in, the back straight, supporting yourself on your thighs so you feel a stretch in the hamstrings.
Got it, Jamesy.
Okay,
Nailed it.
Side to side, into the
Turn around.
floor. Feeling the stretch in the calf muscle.
Eyeball me.
Watch
Eye
your
to eye.
movement. Making sure
Yeah?
the hips are parallel. Good. Now up and down. Up on the toe and down and up. Press through the heel.
How are you feeling?
Make sure the heel
Starting to
is
get
right
ready
on
for the
toe.
performance, you reckon?
Feel the stretch.
Sure.
Right, we'll do 2 more of these
Last
exercises
two.
and then we're ready, I think.
Subs for
Bend the
James.
knee
We're
in.
ready for the high tempo.
Here you go. Bend it in. Release.
Other people better be joining in on the stream.
Release.
This is
Bend,
like Zayu's
feel the
stream.
roll through
Yeah,
the
pretty
ankle.
much. Get fucked, Zayu.
Bend,
Easy.
bend, release.
What?
Oh, look at these fellows. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from the World Aerobics Championship.
Oh, again, any more history you've got would be great right now.
These are really good.
Stop touching your toes with your feet. Got it.
Clap, 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 clap.
I've got one more.
I think your daddy's done, James. Well done, well
This
done.
music is actually kinda catchy long.
We rocked that. Oh,
Awesome performance. Do you feel refreshed?
that's a word.
That was awesome.
What? What's happening, team? We are getting set up here. We're calling it a big evening. Oh my god. D&D complete. Everyone smashed to pieces by a paladin. That is how we went. That is how it went down. As you probably heard, we have to be out of here before 7 a.m. And it's currently about approaching midnight. GG's. So